This is the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team Champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 42 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. Dallas, how are you doing this week?
Bob, I am excited to watch this show, even though I don't know if we know anything that's happening on it. But I'm just always excited to watch TNA wrestling, as you know.
Yeah, so I normally go like, hey, Dallas, this is the week where, Raven against D'Lo Brown or something. I agree with you. I don't know if we really know what's going on. We might have that Red Lynn match from that elimination thing, because I know they won the tag titles last week.
Yep.
And then I know that they are supposed to wrestle in a singles match to crown a number one contender for the X Division Championship, which I actually liked that stipulation when it was mentioned. So if that is in fact on this show, and I think they might have announced that.
I can't remember. I mean, I guess just full transparency, due to our recording schedule, it's been about a week since we, like a full empty. So I guess it was 2 weeks since we really watched the last show.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit of a blur, but from what I remember, they might have. However, I guess I'll just say now, I believe it is mentioned in at least the Observer, or when we go into our Wayback Machine, it was mentioned in either From the Inside or the Notes from Backstage with Bob Ryder. So I do believe it is announced before the show happens in some capacity. So we'll say that we know that match is happening.
Okay, so that's a relief then. So we're hopefully guaranteed at least one really good match then, because I think Red and Jerry Lynn competing against each other should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think so too, and I'm really looking forward to it because both of them are top-tier X Division talent that we have in TNA at this time. So, I mean, those two together, they've wrestled before. I believe we saw them last year, and I'm pretty sure it was a pretty good match. So
Red and Lynn?
I'm pretty sure they wrestled last year, unless I'm getting it mixed up with something else. I can try to look quick as we're discussing.
I wonder if you're thinking of Styles and Red.
Oh, I could be.
I don't know if Jerry and Red did.
It's all a blur, man. So much has happened. We talk about it every week. It's not an excuse, but it kind of is, because literally so much stuff happens in TNA. I really just cannot remember it all. I can't keep track of everything.
Yeah, me either.
And now, however, there is some other matches that will be announced in our notes. So stay tuned for that. Oh, and I just found, as a side note, on NWA-TNA Pay-Per-View number 22, Jerry Lynn defeated Amazing Red to retain the X Division title.
Oh, wow.
So and that was on November 20th, 2002. I had a feeling they had at least one match.
I don't remember that at all.
That's why we're here, man.
Research is key. All right. Well, last week there were on paper quite a few interesting matches. We had our Sunday Night Heat match between D'Lo Brown and Raven. Glenn Gilberti defeating AJ Styles in a street fight. I believe that's when he hit the last dance on a chair, right? He wedged it in his throat.
Yeah. Now, before you go any further, I think, wasn't last week the week that someone was bleeding in every match? Or was that
just about, yeah.
Or was that 2 weeks ago? It might have also been 2 weeks ago, I'm thinking.
Well, because...
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, because it was that's when Gilberti hit Mike Posey with the chair in the audience, and that, I think, led to this street fight from last week.
Okay.
Regardless, looking at the matches that happened, I still think there's a chance it could have happened, but I can't recall how many blood we saw on it.
So we had the street fight. We had Kash against Sanders, which Kash obviously he retained the X Division title. Raven defeated D'Lo Brown, by the way, in that Sunday Night Heat match. Mike Awesome and Perry Saturn, which, going into that, I would think, hey, that's a potentially really cool match. But it was a little underwhelming. We finished in a DQ win for Mike Awesome. David Young, who shockingly turned heel recently, stunned us. He defeated James Storm, who was not thrilled about it. The Disciples of New Church, Brian Lee and Slash, defeated New Jack and Sandman in a no disqualification tag team match. Jerry Lynn and Amazing Red defeated Triple X, Christopher Daniels, and Elix Skipper to win the NWA World Tag Team Championships. And in the main event, it was a Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun 2-on-1 handicap match. Alexis Lurie and Julio De Niro defeated Jeff Jarrett, the NWA World Champion Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, which if you told me on paper that Alexis Lurie or Mickie James had a pin in a main event match on Jeff Jarrett, I would say you're out of your fucking mind. Right. There's no way. So, yeah, a lot happened last week, and not all of it was good. But Mike Awesome coming in sounded really great. He came in with James Mitchell, and it was like, oh, cool, Mike Awesome's here. He's not looking great, but it's Mike Awesome, so it should be good. And then that was a huge disappointment. Now, if you remember as well, in that no disqualification tag team match, I believe he ran out and ended up did the powerbomb to New Jack outside the ring through that table, which they teased in the Mike Awesome Perry Saturn match, but they never ended up doing it. And that match ended up breaking down at the end. And I think it was at the end of that match where Just Incredible made his debut as well. So it was quite the show last week. And, just real quick, so David Young, that whole David Young thing, I don't know if we even mentioned too much about it when it happened, because it just doesn't make sense. And I was just thinking about it again as you were saying it. It literally doesn't make any sense why he turned on Athena a few weeks ago to join sex.
Because he loves sex.
I mean, I guess. But is that not like a Russo booking at its finest? Like, oh, we're just going to turn this guy just to turn him.
That's 100% what it is. And it's just an example of the continued watering down of sex. It's just like what happened with the NWO. NWO should have been 4 guys. Hogan, Hall, Nash, and Six.
Yeah.
And just left it at that. Now, of course, they added, Vincent and fucking Horace Hogan later on. Whole bunch of different guys. With sex, it should have just been like Raven, Triple X, and maybe one more. And just leave it at that. But now they've watered, and Sonny Siaki. Probably just leave it as that. But now they've added so many different people that it's watered it down. So this heel turn with David Young probably has zero substance to it. I'm not going to anticipate David Young doing much of anything.
No, I don't either. And honestly, even just thinking about, how much it's been watered down, where the sex as a group has kind of gone nowhere in recent weeks without Vince Russo, by the way. If Vince Russo was here, I think there'd still be a more of a focal point on it. But
yeah,
I don't think we're going to hear the name sex in a few weeks. I think it's going to be dead. I'd be shocked if we get to our 1-year anniversary show, Pay-Per-View 50, and we are still hearing the name sex. I don't know for sure. I have not seen all of these shows altogether, especially enough to pay attention to that if that is going to happen. But from what's going on the shows we are watching, I'd be pretty surprised.
I would be shocked. And I want to know what Tony Mamaluke thinks about David Young joining Sex, because they were apparently going to be a tag team. Mm-hmm. And we haven't really seen Tony Mamaluke since I believe he helped David Young, or David Young helped Tony Mamaluke go backstage, or whatever it was.
Yeah, so. I think Tony was helping him because he made him tap out or something.
Yeah, he hurt his leg or something like that.
Yeah, which is also just kind of weird to think about that. We just haven't seen him.
Yeah, and I enjoy Tony Mamaluke. I always thought he was kind of underrated.
Yeah,
even dating back to his ECW run. So
yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it was a show last week, man. So we'll see how this show goes as we move forward. And I guess a few other cool things. Might as well just touch base on them now. I'm gonna pull it up here. I don't know if you've seen all of this or not, Bob, but there's been some pretty cool stuff going on over on our Twitter page. You can follow us at Cross the Line TNA. A lot of cool interactions. Like Mickie James has replied to a couple of different tweets. One where it was like she with her in her match with Trinity, and then once we did a post of Raven pulling her away. She wrote there he is, as if she knew that post was coming after the match with Trinity was posted, and she saw it, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was
I saw one of them.
Which one did you see? Or you mean a different thing, or one of those
with
that I just
Mickey
mentioned?
James.
Yeah.
She commented. Oh, what was it? You said she commented twice?
I thought she might have. I might have been mistaken that. She might have just liked a couple things. That one she definitely commented on, though.
Yeah, I saw the one where she goes like, "There he is."
Yeah. Oh, and then Conan. Did you see these with Conan? I thought this was really cool. He commented twice on the same post, which I thought was pretty funny. It was a post from when Conan and Jerry Lynn had the sit down interview, and they both respected each other, shaking their hands.
Mm.
And he wrote, "Mike and Jerry, two pros in every sense of the word." And he wrote #good times. And then he also wrote TNA getting his leer on, because TNA's looking at Jerry like, "Are you sure you want to be shaking his hand right now?"
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then actually, this was really random. Jeff Hammond followed us.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because I followed him.
I saw.
I followed him because we were going to be tagging him in a post soon, because he obviously did. He came to the TNA Asylum with Herbie Sadler.
Yeah, and he tried to get that catchphrase over.
Yeah,
woo woo or whatever.
Buggity.
Yeah, buggity boo.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. And Herbie Sadler retweeted us again. It's been a while since we've talked with Herbie. And also, just real quick, I'll keep this one.
Hermie, not Herbie.
Herbie. So I was getting Herbie, Buggity. It's the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
Herbie Sadler. And real quick, I just want to give another shout out to Suspicious Behavior Productions, who recently, it was on pay-per-view, or on episode 40, which was pay-per-view 40. We briefly discussed their comic miniseries, and they ended up sharing our episode and such, because we did that for them, and it was much appreciated, and they sent us a very nice email. So I just want to give a shout out to Ed over there with them. I think that's all my follow-up that I wanted to share with that before we get into anything.
I saw one of our listeners shared our #WeWantExplosion.
Oh, yes, that was this morning. I thought that was fantastic. And that's at
The revolution begins. We want explosion.
Yeah, at Snow Jordan did that. And then I've retweeted it, and then people retweeted that too. So we're starting this trend. #WeWantExplosion. Remember, this is the next. We want it on the Impact Plus app.
Yeah, I heard that Impact might not have the rights to it, Explosion or whatever. So what they need to do is buy the rights of it and then put it on the fucking streaming thing.
Yeah, they definitely need to. And you know what? Even if Scott D'Amore replies to us and is like, "Hey man, we can't," then at least I'll know. But then I'll say, we still want it, so fucking buy the rights for it.
But having an answer would be nice.
Yeah, I just want to know why. Because if you don't have film of it, you're an idiot. And you definitely have film because you posted it. It was on syndication.
Oh, they have it.
So it exists.
You know what? I don't know if that's... Because they put footage of it on... They have some of it on their streaming service.
They do have little clips here and there. Hidden gems, as they call it.
Yeah, matches, yeah.
That's a really great point.
So they probably definitely have it.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. And if there's one thing that I hope this podcast can accomplish is figuring out where the fuck Explosion is before, 2007. I don't even know if they have that up. So we need to know where it is before.
Where do they start with, 2010?
It might even be that. I mean, honestly, I'd have to really go back and check. Maybe they pulled one of those, oops, we recorded over the Masters, like they did with Global Force Wrestling. We recorded over it. Sorry.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
That was so dumb. That's the one thing I wish, with Memphis Wrestling, I wish they would have recorded all of their Coliseum shows.
Mm-hmm.
But they never did. Probably, because VHS tapes is, back in the 80s probably cost $20. So they're probably,
and you record 30 minutes at a time on them.
Right. So they don't do it. But could you, if Jerry Lawler was like, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. In my storage, I found every single Mid-South Coliseum show on these dusty VHS tapes." I'd be like, "Okay, here's a blank check. I will buy every single one."
There you go.
In a fucking heartbeat.
Put the number on it, yeah.
Yeah. You tell me what you want. I don't care if I'm in debt for the next 20 years.
We're all going to die eventually. If you want to buy something you want and you're going to be in debt for it, I say go for it. A friend of mine recently just said, "Hey, should I buy a pair of socks for $20? And I was like, dude, if those socks are going to make you happy, I think you should buy the fucking socks. Now, would I pay? Would I? Probably not, but.
Well, I recently bought a like a water cooler thing. Like a water jug thing.
Like,
and because I want to not use so many plastic bottles.
That's really good.
I have been wanting to do it for a long time, and I said, you know what? It's gonna make me happy, so I did it. I bought a Primo water cooler thing.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor of the podcast. I wish they were, but they're not.
Oh yeah, if anyone wants to sponsor us, they can go right ahead.
Yeah.
But
we'll sell out.
If we got to, I'll do it. But I hope you know your lead will be buried. Well, Bob, unless you got anything else, you ready to get into some news and notes here?
Do it.
Okay. Well, let's start out with the poll results from last week from the Observer. We've already mentioned it. We did not like last week's show. I said it was very in the middle. You immediately were like, that show sucked. So we weren't loving it. It was the first time in like many weeks that we gave a show a thumbs down, either one of us. So it was kind of sad. Now, what do you think the readers of the Observer thought about that, though?
I don't think they're going to agree with us. I think they said thumbs up.
Yeah, they did. 89.6% of them gave it a thumbs up. Only 6% gave it a thumbs down, and 4.5% gave it a thumbs in the middle. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to be a trend as we go through these news and notes. Everyone fucking loved this show.
Really?
Yeah. I was pretty surprised.
Wow.
Now, he does say, well, actually, before I get into that, sorry, I want to go over the best match and the worst matches. So I'm going to make you guess about those real quick. So best match, what do you think that was?
The tag title match.
Yep. Lynn and Red versus Skipper and Daniels. And what do you think the worst match was?
Young and Storm.
Well, that was actually in second place.
Damn it. Awesome and Saturn.
Yeah, that one got voted first, which understandable. So the crowd for the show was about 1,250, which I believe we covered before the show started. And Dave says, and they were probably the best crowd the company has had for reactions maybe ever, which is why the show came off so well. In the respective lines before the show, there were about triple the number of fans in the line with free tickets as those with pay tickets. When they let the pay tickets in, there was only about 70 people in the building total before allowing the freebie patrons in. So it appears the sales for the show were poor.
So you're telling me 70 people had pay tickets?
According to what has been reported, yeah. That ain't good.
Oh my god. And then all the rest of the 1,100 were free?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it ain't great.
That's not good.
No.
That's why you should never start the trend of giving away for free. And you should try to sell it. You shouldn't do that.
Exactly. How can you?
Yeah.
Also, apparently, Malice was actually scheduled to be on the show last week, but canceled, claiming that he was very sick. He was back wrestling over the weekend for All Access Wrestling, where he dropped his local title to Styles. So you might cover that as well. But apparently, he was very sick and was unable to come to the show, and that's actually reported in. Once we get to it, the Wayback Machine section that we do, either JB or Bob Ryder actually covered him being sick as well. So it was definitely a real thing.
Well, I didn't have that match on my indie notes, so Cage Match did not document AJ Styles beating Malice for a local title.
Very interesting. Yeah. So it's said here that the biggest stuff behind the scenes is that the power of Vince Russo has increased, and Jerry Jarrett at this point is out of the picture when it comes to writing, according to a few sources. As has been mentioned here, the situation between the two sides has come to a head in recent weeks, which isn't so much a power play as attempts at writing autonomy. While Jeff Jarrett has the ultimate say on everything, he was heavily influenced by his father. Those close to his father are saying that Jerry has pulled out to give Russo enough rope to hang himself, like he's done in the past here. What may have precipitated this was Russo threatening to quit if they didn't stop overruling him. those internally watching the dynamics believe that it will end up with Russo having more power when it comes to autonomy at some point, both because Raven's influence with Dixie Carter and the belief that Russo was really the Panda people's choice for writing from the beginning, because he'll fight for it and Jarrett won't. So this is a lot. You want to interject before we keep going? There's even more.
I'm just confused because Jerry backing off to allow Russo to hang himself, I get that. But to say that Russo has more influence or has more power makes no sense to me, because Jerry kind of owns the company, right? Like part of it.
I think at this point he still does own part of it. So unless they completely sold to.
No, I think Panda doesn't completely own it till later on. I think
that's what I thought too.
So he might have a small percentage of it, but he still owns part of it.
Well, and unless what this is kind of getting at is Russo and his people are trying to get in the ear of Dixie and Bob Carter and such, because maybe they have a majority of the company, and that's kind of, if they got the majority, if they're kind of liking where Russo's going, then their say is what's going to matter, even though they say that Jeff has the ultimate say on what ends up happening. But go ahead.
Well, I think that's very obvious, because for the next 10 years, Dixie has this obsession with Vince Russo.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Some level of blind loyalty to him. Off and on.
And they can say what they want, but Jeff is friends with Russo too. So even though Jeff has the ultimate say, who's not going to want to work with their one of their good friends, and especially if he's putting him over?
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, if Vince Russo is the only guy to ever put a world title on me, I'm probably going to want him to be the primary influencer, because that means I'm probably going to get more world titles.
Yeah. It's really interesting. Now, it does go on to say, so this is all part of the same thing, that the most obvious deal was Jeff doing the job in the handicap match to Alexis Lurie and Julio De Niro, which Jerry apparently would have, a few weeks earlier, talked Jeff out of doing that. The difference now is that Raven is in Russo's ear, and there wasn't nearly the nonsense and stupidity this time. So he says, in fact, April 16th, which was last week's show, was one of the company's best shows, which once again, me and Bob definitely disagree with. He does say the highlight was Amazing Red and Jerry Lynn winning the tag titles. And I want to bringing this up because he gives it 4 stars, that tag team match. So very highly praised tag team match.
It's a good match.
I agree. That was probably the best part of the show.
Yeah.
And so he talks about the match. And then he also says when Red was on the top rope, he was pushed off by the mystery luchador. So they were covered in black again. Now, I'm bringing up as well because I think it's interesting that apparently it was a girl, because he points out that they had breasts, and that he thinks it was Trinity because she's the woman that they keep pushing. I did not notice that when we were watching it, but I thought that was an interesting little tidbit. And he says that this left Lynn alone and kept getting near falls before, obviously. They ended up winning. So he talks that this was a really good show, or according to them, without a lot of the nonsense, but it's all over the place. This backstage stuff is crazy, between people talking Russo down, Russo trying to get his crazy stuff in there. Jerry would have talked Jeff out of I don't even want to say doing the job, but taking the loss in that handicap match. It's all over the place, and it's hard to follow. So if you're confused, you're not necessarily alone.
Join the club.
It's crazy.
No, it is. But I like how every week there's just more drama backstage.
It's awesome, and I think we've talked about it before. This is one of our favorite parts of the show. I mean, we're learning stuff all the time, and then hearing this. And now, of course, we got to take all this with a grain of salt. It's not always true, although I think a lot of this is probably pretty fucking true. A lot of this TNA stuff. I mean,
I think it explains why there's on television, there's just so much different things going on. Because backstage are probably we're not fucking doing that. It's we already started the story last week, and it's no, change it. We're not doing it. That's why it's always start and stop, and this guy's getting pushed, and then suddenly no. We never see him again, and they're a number 1 contender or something.
Exactly. This is a fun little note that Dave mentioned. He said that they've done a 10 times better job at building Raven versus Jeff Jarrett than WWE has done building The Rock and Goldberg. He said, when I first realized a couple weeks ago, it sounded like a good point. Now it seems like I'm making fun of the Jarrett Raven build-up, saying it's only 10 times better than a negative number, which actually would be 10 times larger than a negative number, which isn't what I meant. So so apparently I didn't read about what he said about Rock and Goldberg, the build-up of that. And honestly, it's so long ago, I personally do not remember seeing a whole ton of it because I was younger. But
yeah, I think I could be wrong, but like the Rock Goldberg thing started the night after
Mania, right?
WrestleMania 19.
I'm pretty sure that is correct. And I mean, I do know that in one of the Observers, either this week's or the week before or something, the title was like WWE botches Goldberg's debut or something. And I was like, I didn't read. I should have read it, but
well, I think so. I don't know this either, but so I'm totally guessing. I haven't watched Raw 2003 yet in my reviews. But I'm pretty sure like Rock was out there doing like a concert thing because he beat Austin the night before.
Yep.
And then Goldberg comes out and like spears him and all that stuff or whatever. And really, their build is like 4 weeks because they wrestle at Backlash.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
And then so you're comparing that to Raven and Jarrett, which has been going on, like we said before, for 3 months.
Yeah, and even though he said he doesn't mean to be necessarily making fun of the build-up because, I mean, really, the build-up for Jarrett and Raven has been really good.
No, I agree.
I mean,
that's been the best story they've told so far.
Absolutely, and I mean, just thinking like, I mean, this is I'm like, oh my god, give me this match. If they could drag it out even longer, and I'm still invested. Like that's how bad I want to see this match. So I do think they've done a really great job with it. And the fans are excited about it too.
No, and they should be. I think that I don't know if you can necessarily drag it out longer than.
No, I agree.
They've advertised it for the 30th, so I don't know. Like if they were to have been like, oh, this is definitely going to happen at the anniversary show. Like they didn't announce it now, but I'm saying like let's say in May they're like, oh hey, it's going to happen at the anniversary show. I mean. Maybe they could do like there could be a rematch then. I would still do it where they're doing it now.
Yeah, no, it's good placement.
Anniversary
I was just pointing out like I'm just so excited that I don't know if they could ruin my excitement.
Yeah, no, I think that's I mean that's definitely been the best story they've told, without question.
And I guess speaking of Raven, I'll skip ahead in my notes a little bit, and we kind of already touched on this, but we'll mention it again here. Because we talked about it last week. But Julio De Niro and Alexis Lurie are basically Raven's flock, and as they called them on the show, his apostles, because we can't call them then they also try to call them the disciples. But essentially, they're just, Dave says, here to interfere in his matches for distractions. But that's fine. Mm-hmm. It's a cool little group. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember, this was a couple weeks ago at this point. I don't even remember when it was, but Percy Pringle wrote on his website recently that he's teasing new talent and stuff like that, remember? And I think it was teased that it could have been like Jerry Lynn's roommate or some weird shit like that. Well, Dave says that although he did write on his website about scouting new talent and building for a return, he hasn't heard from anyone in the company and doesn't appear that he's in any plans. So he's just talking bullshit on his website to try to get like attention.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
No.
I mean, who would have been like the roommate?
I can't remember who we mentioned it was. It was like some huge dude. I'd have to go back in my notes. Gigantus or something a little weird like that. It was like Jerry Lynn's like roommate, and it's like this 6'10" or 7-foot guy, some huge dude.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean he's essentially a nobody, so that's why I can't remember who it is. But I do have some sad news here. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is sad. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Apparently there is.
Maybe it's sad and maybe it's not. I don't know.
It depends who you are, I guess. It appears that there was no plans for Vader to come back.
There's no plans for who to come back?
Vader.
Oh, come on.
So take that for what you will. But this is interesting to me because we were told he signed a multi-year contract and now he's not coming back, and he had 2 appearances.
Yeah, 1 match, right?
Yeah, it was like the one. Yeah, it was. He
against
showed
the
up.
Harris brothers. with Dusty, right?
I think that's what it was, something like that.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. So that I mean, they just kind of suck, but
I mean, does he really fit in with TNA in 03? Probably not.
well, no. Now we mentioned it. Awesome and just incredible with surprises. Dave says Awesome wrestled Saturn in the worst match on the show. He looked terribly out of shape, and even though he did most of his regular spots besides the dives, he apparently also suffered a concussion about a minute into the match and got through the rest on fumes. He did collapse backstage after the match, but still went back out for his scheduled run-in later in the show.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy, right?
Wow. So he suffered a concussion and then still... That would explain why he was, like, blown up. Because he was probably, like, messed up. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Right. And I don't think I was going to mention this part originally, but I'm gonna. Why not? It's in the same paragraph here. So he does say that it was the Russo ass backwards booking, and that the heel, who was awesome, was about to beat the face when the face guys do the run-in, New Jack and Sandman, for a 3-on-1, and the DQ. The heels, or Brian Lane / make the save. Another of the keys were the constant knocks on, quote, wrestling, which is the Russo's hatred of Southern wrestling because he grew up on Northern wrestling, and thus his hatred of people like Cornette and Ross in the WWF. And it's the basic crybaby deal of thinking Jerry is out of the way. It's a hallmark of people close to Russo. If you talk about a show with a lot of great matches that people like, the reaction is, it's good if you want to produce a wrestling show. If the sports entertainment was a different and higher on the evolutionary scale version of the product. He also had Sanders, a heel, work as a face against Kash, with Kash constantly helped by outside interference from Trinity. This also featured the so telegraphed fake swerve, which was Kash making up with Trinity before the match and then turning on her later in the match, that the fans were booing Kash as he made up with her and played the face because they saw right through it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really good. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh, yeah. Because he was overselling it.
Yeah.
And then he also was like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. There's also the making fun of David Young's Southern accent, as Siaki pointed out that all the members of Sex are cool and don't talk like that. It's just a good thing he's in the group then.
Yeah, so what the hell? He turns heel and he's just going to get bullied in his own new group?
Exactly. It's so ridiculous.
Like, cool.
Now we know Gilberti pinned Styles in the street fight, and apparently Styles ended up in the hospital at the end of the night, taking 9 stitches to the head. Early in the match, Styles was whipped into the guardrail, and a jagged edge cut his head right open pretty good. He was actually supposed to blade in the match, but didn't need to.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, right. Gilberti got a fairly clean pin after the stunner on the chair, which makes no sense since Styles is in the title picture. Now, I'm going to pause right there because I think this is a silly comment to make because is he technically in the title picture right now? I think he's technically, I would say he's in the main event picture still, but I don't know if I would say he's in the title picture at the moment. But
no, I don't think he's actively in the title, but like you said, he's definitely a main event guy, so maybe that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, now this gets a little
and
more...
And it is a clean victory because it's a street fight.
Exactly.
You can do whatever you want.
Exactly. And now it does get more interesting because those close to the situation believe the pin was because Styles was negative publicly about some of the recent booking ideas favored by Russo. In particular, Lollipop getting her top ripped off, which we did mention this before as well. The long-term plan had been for Styles to eventually win the title from Jarrett, which makes this result even sillier on paper. If you really want to... I personally do not think that it really kills Styles, but that's just me.
No.
It's a street fight. If this was like a clean match, maybe I would be like, oh, really? But a street fight, I don't necessarily agree with that comment.
No, that's the one. That's a good match to have if you're wanting a guy to lose because anybody could win get lucky in a street fight.
Exactly.
It doesn't kill AJ Styles at all to me.
Yeah,
it helps. I would say it helps Gilberti because it's like, oh wow, he beat Styles and it was a good finish with the chair.
Well, and to be honest, if he is going to be the leader of Sex, he kind of needs some kind of credibility.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't think I've actually been enjoying Gilberti more than I ever expected to be honest. Like I don't cringe too much when he's on, and I feel like he's playing this role pretty good.
I mean, I'm still annoyed by him.
Well, how can you not be? But that's a whole different situation. Apparently, TNA approached DirecTV with the idea of their, quote, Genesis show, which we did mention, as a 1-cent pay-per-view, similar to the recent K1. But for whatever reason, it's instead going to be $4.95, apparently. Now, I'm curious, though, Bob, because you've mentioned that you paid 1 cent for a pay-per-view before, so I'm wondering if this ended up being the one that you potentially did? No?
No. The 1 cent one would have been 2004.
Okay.
Because it had... Yeah, because like Jeff Hardy was on it, so it was.
Okay. Well, that's pretty interesting then. Just to think that they did try to pitch a 1 cent pay-per-view this early, and they didn't end up doing it, and then eventually they will end up doing it then.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. Jeremy Borash apparently had pneumonia all week, but still had a bunch of new video packages on the show, and did the ring announcing. He was replaced, though, by Mike Tenay and Don West for doing the syndicated show. So he did not do commentary on there.
You're telling me this guy had pneumonia and he still did the video packages and ring announcing?
I guess so.
When I had pneumonia, I didn't leave my fucking bed for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So props to you, Jeremy Borash, for fucking doing your job having pneumonia.
Yeah, well, Jeremy Borash is definitely, I would say you could say he's probably one of the most loyal people in wrestling.
Oh my God, one of the most hardworking guys for sure.
Yeah,
and you know what? Maybe that would explain all the sad type of music he would play for the video packages, because he's like, I have pneumonia, so here's like the dramatic dun, 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 for the video packages.
It definitely could be. I have one more note here, and then we're gonna step into the Wayback Machine very briefly. I don't have a whole lot from that, and then we'll be talking independent news. So. My last note here is that Scott D'Amore, promoter of Border City Wrestling and a booker for the WWA, has been hired as an agent. Last week, they added putting him on in the TV truck during the broadcasts. Apparently, this came up because on the April 9th show, in the Saturn versus Mike Barton match, the cameras were right on Saturn when they bladed and showed him with the blade, and nobody caught it to change the shot. The feeling is that with an experienced wrestling guy in the truck, he'll see those things and call for them to switch camera angles. So I think this is great. And, of course, this is our first hearing of Scott D'Amore.
When Saturn was blading?
Yes.
So I feel like I remember seeing that.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure it was mentioned if we saw it. So, yeah, we'll briefly go. You know, this is one of our newer segments. We've only been doing it for a couple weeks, where we're going to go to the Wayback Machine, go to NWA-TNA.com, and you can look at old articles, which is pretty cool. And now I think I told last week my little trick is I had to go to like August so that I could see the stuff from April. And that's just because the way that the Wayback Machine snapshots certain things. So our first segment here is the From the Inside, which was posted on April 18th, which is the Friday before the show we're about to watch. And this is Jeremy Borash's segment. So and this actually is, I almost mentioned it earlier, but I decided to hold off because this is kind of going off of the Jarrett and Raven, the excitement. He says, I don't remember the last time I saw fans bringing signs counting down the days to any match. Anywhere. But there were at least 5 signs in the Asylum Wednesday night with some reference to 14 days to the world title bout. And we pointed those out. And like, there was something about seeing those signs that even got me more excited. That the fans are literally counting down 14 days, Jarrett, the Ravens' destiny in 2 weeks and like stuff like that. I mean, it was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that was in the front row, right?
Yeah,
and there's one of them was
definitely one was in the front, and there was some all over. And I like those signs. That was cool. I mean, that was awesome. Apparently, this is just interesting, so I just wanted to point it out. That Jeff Jarrett and Sandman made appearances together in Philadelphia the day before this was posted, and were said to have had a great response. But what a weird group of guys to make an appearance together. Sandman and Jeff Jarrett.
What were they doing in Philadelphia?
I'm assuming like just maybe a signing or something like that.
Jeff Jarrett and Sandman?
Exactly.
Okay.
Apparently, Smackdown is coming to Nashville this Tuesday, so the day before our pay-per-view we're about to watch. And they have been purchasing 4 ads a week during our Saturday Explosion show for the last month or two. The last time they were in Nashville was when the Katie Vick necrophilia angle took place.
Oh, my Lord.
Nothing brings back a wrestling crowd like a good corpse screwing.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's why I read it. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God. That's funny shit.
Yeah. Apparently, AJ Styles and Sandman were engaged in quite a game of chess backstage, with Styles winning the first contest and Sandman quickly retaliating with a squash of Styles in 22 moves. The much anticipated the much anticipated third contest will go down this Wednesday.
Oh my god. That is so funny.
This is why I like reading this. Like, what? That's not going to be reported in the Observer. But here we are. JB's like, hey, they played chess backstage.
Well, how much of this is true and how much of it is like just Borash making shit up? But I mean, that's funny as hell.
That sounds almost too ridiculous to make up to me. Like, that's one of the things where it's like, there's no way that's fake. That's too ridiculous.
Yeah, that's got to be. Yeah.
And I mean, technically, New Jack and Sandman were seen playing chess in a segment, so they did have a chessboard.
That's true. I mean, it could have been inspired by that.
It could have been. So. Now, here's an announcement. Well, actually, we already said this announcement, but this week, the NWA World Tag Team Champions, Red and Jerry Lynn, will square off to determine the number 1 and number 2 contenders for the X Division title. These two will have battled once before on our show, and if history is any indication, this should be great. So, actually, it looks like whoever loses is still technically in line for a title shot, which is actually kind of interesting.
Wait, whoever loses is still in line for a title shot?
Well, he said number 1 and number 2 contenders. So if Lynn wins, he's the number 1. But then after he gets his title shot, then technically it looks like Amazing Red.
See, they don't do that though. Because remember when they had the 6-man like contender thing? Like they didn't follow that.
The fucking rankings match that half of the guys never showed up again.
Yeah, like that was the Kid Romeo was like the 4th contender, and we've never seen him again.
Exactly.
So.
JB says, and this is his last thing here, that he will be traveling to New Zealand next month to do play-by-play for the next WWA pay-per-view. Due to scheduling conflicts, he will not be able to attend the Australia house show, the house shows before the pay-per-view on the tour, which is very disappointing to him. Sydney and Melbourne have some of the greatest wrestling fans anywhere in the world. And now one day we will get back into our bonus episodes, but if you'd like to hear us cover some of the WWA shows, go back in the archives, check out those bonus episodes. They are just so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun in the sense of like they're usually train wrecks, but
yeah, there's some really random matches and stuff, and I think as we discuss it, they're pretty interesting. But I'd listen to us. I don't know if I'd go out of your way to watch the shows though. But yeah. That's my opinion, and that's just because we sat through them. Right. So that, like I said, covers it for Jeremy Borash's From the Inside. Now, I got a couple things from Notes from Backstage by Bob Ryder. Now, these are posted the same day as this pay-per-view, so April 23rd, and which I do really like that Bob Ryder does these the same day because it kind of is one more hype up for the show. So he says that last week's show got rave reviews, and I agree with people who say it was one of the strongest shows that we have aired this year. In one of those rare situations where everything clicked, everyone involved gave 110%, and the result was a very entertaining program. I'm just bringing this up once again because me and Bob did not think it was a good show, and it just shows that even Dave and Bob Ryder and everyone thought it was a really great show, and we sat here as fans in context. We watched the show in context as we've been doing every week, and we did not think it was a good show. Now he does.
I wonder if we had watched it in 2003, if we would have been like, "Wow, it's a really good show."
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. But I feel like the bad stuff still would have been bad.
Well, yeah. It's usually the good stuff that doesn't hold up. Bad stuff is always usually pretty bad.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Now he does say that tonight's show is shaping up to be just as good and maybe even better than last week's event. He says he's especially looking forward to the match between Jerry Lynn and Amazing Red. I'm normally not fond of matches between tag partners, but in this case, I'm anxious to see the match. Red is simply incredible, and Jerry Lynn always delivers, especially in big matches. He says this could be a match of the year candidate. So we'll see. It definitely could be.
High praise.
Yeah, for sure. We know that Just Incredible and Mike Awesome made surprise appearances last week, and both men will be back on the show tonight. Our locker room is looking more and more extreme every week.
I figured he was going to say that.
Yeah, you knew where that was going. Now, this is, I believe, is a new match announcement. The situation between The Church and Team Extreme, not the Hardy Boys, but
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
it was just interesting, is going to take an interesting turn on tonight's show. Father James Mitchell has set up a special match that he's calling an Ultimate Sin match. Brian Lee, Slash, and Mike Awesome will face Sandman, New Jack, and Saturn in a match that will have special stipulations announced during the show. I'd like to point out that every match so far that has the New Church in it has a name.
And it's usually just a hardcore match.
Exactly.
Sadistic Madness, what was that? Oh, you had to bleed, but it was a fucking street fight.
Yeah, at least that one they did actually have kind of a gimmick with it, but still.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's just... And like the one with the weapons.
The Armed Asylum was a street fight. That one was dumb.
Yeah, that was where it's like, oh, they're strategically around the arena, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, there's a chair underneath the ring. I mean, what are you talking about? It's not a big deal.
For sure. He says here that the feud between AJ Styles and Glenn Gilberti continues tonight in a tag match. AJ teaming with D'Lo Brown and Gilberti with Mike Sanders. And then he goes on to talk up Glenn Gilberti, but we've already mentioned that kind of stuff. So, America's Most Wanted returns to tag team action tonight after several weeks of inactivity. James Storm and Chris Harris dominated the tag division in TNA for several months before dropping the tag belts to Triple X earlier this year. Tonight, America's Most Wanted will clash with Triple X in a match to determine the #1 contender for the tag team titles held by Jerry Lynn and Amazing Red.
All right, that could be good.
Yeah, and I also just think that's weird because don't you think that Triple X should probably just get a rematch first? But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but hasn't there been some friction with AMW?
Yes, so that should be very interesting to see them teaming up again.
I'm just drinking with the boys. We're all pals. It's like, dude, the sex has been trying to kill us. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Harris oblivious to the feud going on. But
right. This next note I actually wanted to read because I wanted to kind of get your opinion on it, Bob. So he says, I really like the fact that the NWA World Heavyweight title isn't defended weekly on our program. It adds importance to the matches and allows us to build the title defenses up over several weeks.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do too. I feel like I was a little split when I first read it, and I don't want to defend it every week. Let me just say that. Not every week, for sure. But I do feel like early on, it definitely was defended more frequently when Ken Shamrock had the title. I feel like every 2 weeks we had a title match. But I agree with what he said here of you can build to something. I mean, once again, look at Raven Jarrett building that. And we've had a couple defenses in there.
Yeah. Well, even when Ron Killings had it, he kind of defended it almost every week.
Yeah, I feel like there was a time where they did defend it more, and I think that part of that goes to the fact that we're doing pay-per-views, we're not on TV. So they want to get people to buy it by seeing a title match.
Well, I mean, technically, the storyline has always been the champion has to defend once every 30 days.
Yeah.
So, as long as you're doing that, I don't see a problem with it. But no, it doesn't bother me that Jeff Jarrett doesn't defend it every week. And I think I agree with what Bob Ryder's saying, that it allows you to promote things. Because, we haven't seen him defend it since, D'Lo, right?
Yep.
So that would have been early April. So, there's a level of anticipation. He hasn't defended against Raven ever. So it's been 3.5 months or whatever. So... over that by the time he defends it against him. So I think it definitely adds intrigue and anticipation for it.
Yeah, I agree. I got one more note here before I pass it over for the independent news, and then we'll touch on Explosion before starting the show, as always. Bob Ryder says, I've said it a few times in recent weeks, but the phone calls keep coming in at the TNA offices from people you would have never expected to be calling us. Stay tuned and fasten your seatbelts. More big names are headed our way soon. So I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger.
Well, who else is going to get fired from Sunday Night Heat? Because they're probably coming in.
Well, I'll just stay tuned for next week's notes. I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh boy. God damn it.
Because I was just prepping a little early and I saw something and I was like, ooh,
oh no.
I can't wait to talk about that. And now, by the way, I did not spoil anything for the show. I was very careful. However.
Good.
What I did see was good. So yeah, that's Bob Ryder's notes from backstage from the things. But that's all I got for news and notes. Some fun stuff, some drama, everything we want for our pre-show talk, I would say.
Yeah. Do you want to hear what WWE had for Nashville?
Yeah, let's hear it. I think that's
Right.
that's why not? They just mentioned it. It's gonna happen the day before the show. Why not?
Right. So I'll just run down like even dark matches that they had. So there's quite a few things here. So WWE Nashville, Tennessee, Gaylord Entertainment Center, April 22nd. This is when it occurred here. Bill DeMott defeated Mark Jindrak. Ernest Miller defeated Norman Smiley. Those were both dark matches. Now, the following 3 matches or so, 1, 2, 4 matches here were on Velocity. Brian Kendrick defeated Shannon Moore. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Matt Hardy pinned Sho Funaki. Jamie Noble defeated Sean Evans. Eddie Guerrero pinned WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champion Charlie Haas. And then the remaining here happened on the actual SmackDown show. So John Cena pinned Rhino. Chris Benoit defeated Nunzio. Rey Mysterio Jr. pinned Crash Holly. Rikishi defeated Roddy Piper by disqualification. WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champion Shelton Benjamin pinned Chavo Guerrero Jr. Tajiri defeated The Big Show by countout. And the main event saw WWE SmackDown World Champion Brock Lesnar defeating Albert by disqualification.
Interesting.
Personally, that kind of sounds like a weak show.
I was sort of thinking that too.
So
I think you got a couple names here and there that are like, oh, interesting, but like matches,
match wise, like not a whole lot.
Kind of random stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of interesting that Piper's there because had been a regular for the most part.
Yeah, I would consider that, and even Norman Smiley appeared a few times here.
Well, even Piper just a couple weeks ago was like, "We're coming in."
Well, yeah,
people from Portland. It's like, no, guess we're not.
No, we're not. I'm back on WWE now.
yeah. Indie notes here, not a whole lot. 4 guys did stuff. Now you mentioned about Malice losing to AJ Styles. That wasn't on Cage Match. So anytime, every week, these are all for Cage Match. So if Cage Match doesn't have it, to me, it doesn't exist. So
that's fair.
This is what happened. D'Lo Brown defeated Gangrel on April 17th to win the MXPW Heavyweight Championship in a unification match. Sandman lost to Thumbtack Jack in a 4-way 30-minute time limit that involved DNA and Mad Cow on April 19th for WXW. Now, I'm assuming that was like a hardcore match because I couldn't see Sandman in like a Iron Man match where there's no weapons involved. And considering there's a guy named Thumbtack Jack and Mad Cow, there's probably a lot of weapons involved in that.
Yeah, for sure.
Trinity teamed with April Hunter to defeat Mercedes Martinez and Riptide on April 19th for NECW. And lastly here, Jerry Lynn defeated Johnny Swinger on April 17th for MXPW. And then he defeated BJ Whitmer and Johnny Storm in an elimination match on April 18th for IWA Mid-South. So not a whole lot going on here. I don't know if I even looked up Raven. So let me just look real quick, because Raven usually does.
Yeah, he has been doing. Although recently he did take a week off or something. So maybe it was just another time he took off.
Yeah, so he actually did. So he defeated A1 at MXPW's Culture Shock on April 17th.
Okay.
So
nice. Yeah, not a whole lot, but
no. And that was the same show as D'Lo Brown defeating Gangrel. Chris Sabin was on that show.
Which I'm hoping we're going to see a lot more.
Bobby Roode and Eric Young were on that show.
Very nice.
Alex Shelley was on that show too.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, because it was with Border City Wrestling too, so that would make sense why all those guys were there.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Cool.
All right, well, what's on Explosion, dude?
Pretty interesting Explosion card, and we even have an extra dark match, which it seems like I'll read Explosion first, and then we'll mention the dark match, because at least according to the Observer, that might have taken place after the Explosion matches. But so this is listed as Explosion number 29, and it was filmed on the same day that we're watching the show, April 23rd, 2003. and it aired on April 26th, 2003. And it had the following matches. Eric Watts defeated Ken Phoenix, who would end up being Kenny Dykstra.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know
At least according to what I looked here. David Young and Sonny Siaki defeated Sean Parks and Trick Nasty. And then in the main event of Explosion, Conan defeated Bobby Roode. So he made his, I believe that might have been the first time we've heard his name there. So that was all the matches that happened on Explosion, but our other dark match that we had was Shark Boy and Matt Sydal and Salvatore Renaro defeating Delirious, Jimmy Rave, and Ryan Ash.
Well, that's interesting. That's probably a good 6-man tag there.
Yeah, so a pretty decent little Explosion card there.
Yeah. All right. I just looked it up too. That would be Bobby Roode's only appearance in 2003.
Oh wow!
So, but you're right. That is technically his debut.
That's pretty cool.
So, all right. Are we ready to get this show on the road then?
I'm ready, man. I'm looking forward to hoping this show's better than last week's.
Yeah. All right. So I'm all set. Hopefully you're all set. And if you want to watch along, probably should get Impact Plus if it works for you, whether it be on Fight TV or on the actual streaming service, or maybe it's in your own personal collection. I don't know. But I'm going to count down from 5, and when I say play, hit the play button, and we'll enjoy some good old TNA. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Now, I know that this is going to start off with about a 3 or 4 minute hype video package. So I'm going to go urinate real quick, and then I will be right.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to talk about the hype package while Bob goes and does that.
You got it.
So we're seeing Jarrett hit Alexis Lurie with a chair a few weeks ago. So and Jarrett talking with Mike Tenay. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of a segment here of Jarrett kind of going crazy, being paranoid. He's like, Mike Tenay, why would you ask me that? Yeah, I can't even believe you would ask me that question. I'm sure in a second here. Oh, no, we're cutting all the way to the new church. Okay. Brian Lee and Slash, take your pet. Here's Sandman. Yeah, James Mitchell couldn't believe that Saturn was going on with Sandman. He's like, oh, I thought I brought you in here. And then I believe this is what led to the debut of... Oh, no, this was when New Jack came in. So this was from a few weeks back. So we're getting some really old flashbacks here. Now we're seeing New Jack get pushed off the balcony onto the table. That was by Brian Lee and James Mitchell. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And this is when there was a fireball right there. Which is pretty crazy. Literally touches his face. Yeah, right there. Yeah, evil knows no bounds. And now we're switching over. Eric Watts talking about Jarrett being weird lately. This is when he was talking backstage with Goldilocks. Tenay asking Jarrett if it's pressure or paranoia, and Jarrett's like, paranoia? You think that's what it is? Yeah, and then when Jarrett was yelling at Tenay, Raven came out with his apostles, Julio De Niro and Alexis Lurie. Jarrett's trying to get him to do it now. Doesn't want to wait 21 days. Tries to hit everyone with the chair. And then, of course, Dusty steps in the ring, turns around, gets hit in the head. He couldn't believe he hit Dusty Rhodes, even though he just hit Alexis. Well, he didn't mean to hit Alexis Lurie, I guess, technically, but regardless. Now we're seeing D'Lo making the save for AJ last week from that street fight. Wow, I was hoping Bob was wrong and that this highlight video wasn't going to be this long, but he was definitely correct that it's still going on. He's missing nothing. Jarrett throwing all the stuff out of the thing for the Clockwork Orange. There's Mike Awesome doing that power bomb to the outside to New Jack through the table. Lights go out. Then, of course, we know from last week's show, lights going on. There he is, just incredible. He's got the kendo stick, hitting all the New Church. Almost hit Perry Saturn, but he didn't. Yeah, there you go. 14 days sign that we're seeing. Now we're back. We see Jarrett with the gloves on. He's wanting, Jeff Jarrett's House of Clockwork Orange. Then we're just getting highlights of that match. I'm getting concerned that Bob... Oh, he's coming.
It's still fucking...
Yeah.
I missed nothing.
Well, I was hoping you were wrong. But yeah, we are still getting the highlight package, Bob. I'm trying to talk through it, but dude, it's going bouncing all over. It's literally showing stuff from 3 weeks ago.
God damn it.
I was getting worried about you. Yeah, so this is Raven spiking Jeff Jarrett with the Raven effect. You got the friggin' castle music. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here we go. A Raven promo.
Yeah, because when I started it up before we got on, I noticed that the fucking video package was going on for almost 5 minutes. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's a lot. Raven here, counting down till his title match. And you see the feet of his apostles. He's sitting in the corner. There's 2 candles near his feet. It seems like a fire hazard to me, but what do I know?
Well, that's got to be what, Larry and De Niro, right?
100%. I believe the one on the left has it looks like a stocking or like a legging kind of thing on.
Yeah, Larry's definitely on the left. De Niro's on the right. If I had to guess.
Yep. I think he's talking to them right now. His ascendance to the throne and all sorts of other big words and
a glorious night.
He said tonight's going to be leading us into next week.
So he's hinting towards something going down tonight.
Yes. He's going to drop the mother of all bombs. Okay, so he's really hyping up something for tonight. Rising from like a phoenix from the ashes. He will achieve his destiny. He will achieve his destiny.
You shave?
It does look like he did. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Now he needs to win the world title, right?
Dude,
there's no way.
He has to.
Well,
as we just got our opening package, we're finally showing the crowd, so we are, as always, heavily papered.
No,
and we have 1,100 people in the TNA Asylum tonight.
Which would mean probably about 80 people paid for it.
Yeah, if you're lucky, dude.
Yeah.
7 days. Smackdown sucked.
Smackdown sucked.
I'm even more glad we read through the card. Look at that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Destiny culminates.
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 Come on. Culminates.
Welcome to what I can't say this week.
That's so funny that guy had a sign that said SmackDown sucked because it looked like it did.
Goldilocks outside with Mike Sanders and Gilberti, and she goes, Sanders, is that what you're going to wear to wrestle tonight? Double A, above average, Mike Sanders. Here we go. He's got like a bandana on. He's got like cargo shorts and like an open button-up shirt with a sex shirt underneath.
He looks ridiculous.
Sex does not conform. This is ridiculous. So people calling him BA Mike Sandals. He goes, yeah, I'm a badass. No, below average.
Yeah, of course. Oh, wow.
Oh, who's this? Siaki, Desire, and Triple X, Daniels. Oh, yeah, Skipper's there. And David Young arriving. He's like, oh, about time. Would you forget we had a show tonight? There's the Harris Brothers.
Where is, what's his face? Oh, David Young stepping in. I'm Southern. Is Loki like in Japan probably?
He must be. We haven't seen him in weeks.
Let me see what he's been up to. I guess I could start doing that during the show even.
Oh yeah, we could definitely talk about stuff like that.
Let's see here. Hello.
Goldie doesn't know where to hold the microphone. She's all over because everyone's just yelling. Anyway, so most of the sex walked in. Gilberti and Sanders still outside. She just started screaming. Here comes D'Lo and Styles.
Oh, D'Lo Brown and Styles. Is this the start of a match?
I bet you were going right into this match. I was that took a little longer than I expected for this to happen, but okay, so we're about 9 minutes and 36 seconds in, and we're getting some action already. So, and I didn't mind opening with the Raven promo, but opening with the Raven promo after the 5-minute video package was that was a lot.
Yeah. All right, so we haven't seen Loki since March 19th, and it would appear that he's definitely doing 0-1 in All Japan.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're ringside now.
Yeah. Well, he's probably making more money.
Oh, I'm sure he's doing pretty good. Yep, Tanae mentioning Styles being in the hospital. 9 stitches to the head.
Brick wall.
Yeah, he said he threw him in the brick wall.
Like right now?
No, when he got the stitches last week. Even though I thought they said rail in the notes. I already closed it. But
yeah, I thought he said railing too.
Styles and D'Lo whipping Sanders and Gilberti against each other, and then a little clothesline to the back of the head.
I don't know why I find it funny of what Sanders is wearing.
Well, he looks ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous.
Scoop slam by D'Lo.
He's a guy who's trying to be like gangsta looking.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't look good.
I feel like that's what like kids in high school thought if they wanted to like be cool, they were like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this bandana with my opened up shirt and cargo shorts and like pulled up socks. It's like, okay.
Sanders is the type of guy that would wear FUBU.
Yeah, he's a FUBU guy.
He's a FUBU guy. I don't think you probably don't know what FUBU is, but
I do. It's like I think Austin used to wear some. To be honest,
did he really? I had a jersey.
I feel like Austin might have had like a whole tracksuit and everything. We'll have to ask him when we talk to him next for Echo Pod. But D'Lo off the top of the clothesline.
Are you down with it, bro? So you know what's funny? On Twitter, there's been a guy that's been watching. I think he's been watching TNA 03, and he's been putting like GIFs online.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Is his name Justin? I think
it might be. I can't remember off the top of my head.
But he like shared the vignette debut thing for D'Lo Brown. It's like, who do you think this is? I bet you can't guess. And it was D'Lo.
Well, when it happened, we were like, oh, what's this? And then it was like, are you down? It was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
As if he was captured in war.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a new militia group coming in, and instead it was D'Lo Brown.
Yeah. Spin kick there by Styles on Gilberti. That's going to get him a 2 count.
Yeah, that was nice.
Ooh, drop kick to the knee.
That was nice. It was like a short arm drop kick. He like twisted his arm. That was kind of cool. Tags Sanders in. Styles ducks a line though. Okay, that was a ridiculous sell.
He spun him by his leg for like a slam.
Well, it was like a dragon screw kind of, but the way he flipped was.
Yeah, he overdid the flip, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's Styles for you. Sanders working the leg. Quick tag out to Gilberti again as he's holding the leg here of Styles.
Is there a storyline with his leg?
They just mentioned that he was holding it. Did they work it in the street fight maybe? I don't think they did anything yet in this match, but he did say he was favoring the knee.
Yeah, TNA did, and then as soon as he said that, he drop kicked him on it.
Yeah.
Side Russian leg sweep by Gilberti coming off the ropes for a slow moving elbow drop. And that's another 2 count.
Quick tags in and out by Gilberti and Sanders.
Wow, he's really selling the leg.
I definitely like Sanders and Gilberti better as like a team than I do as like singles guys.
Well, singles wise, like they're trying to make them bigger deals.
Yeah.
I think as a tag team, yeah, they work. But it seems like they don't even like each other.
Yeah, it's really a weird dynamic that they've been going. It's like Gilberti doesn't think Sanders has been like holding his own in sex, but like Gilberti or Sanders is like, well, what do you mean? And it's like,
well, I mean, what has Sanders done? He's lost a lot.
Yeah. So I guess I'd be mad at him too.
Yeah.
Hot tag to D'Lo here. Sanders is in, but D'Lo cleaning house.
Clothesline.
Yeah, whip Sanders here. Back body drop.
Just your prototypical hot tag there. Nothing revolutionary. German suplex by Styles on Gilberti. A release German, excuse me, Mike TNA with the call. What was that? Okay,
Sanders, it was like a jawbreaker and then his like a neck breaker combo.
Yeah.
I think it's a 2 count with that though.
I feel like these 4 guys just have like nothing going on.
Well, they don't really.
Especially D'Lo.
No, D'Lo's gonna get lost real quick in the shuffle.
Swinging side slam.
Oh, D'Lo's gonna go up.
He's kind of far away.
Yep, he sure is.
Oh, well, I got him.
He hit it. And I forget what the name of that move is. It's the low down. Low down.
I always get that and the sky high confused. The sky high is the sit out power bomb.
Yeah, but see, the names don't make sense to me. I was making posts recently, and there it is.
There's the sky high.
Because he's jumping from the top rope, I would think that's sky high, and then he drops him down, so I feel like that would be the low down.
Right.
But it's different because he pops him up for the power bomb up high. The low down, and I guess I don't know. I think they should be switched, but whatever.
Yeah, I agree with you. But you know what? It's D'Lo's life.
Exactly, and you know he made a lot more money in wrestling than I have because I've made $0.
I've made
I've lost. Money. In fact, you could say I've lost money.
What is this?
Skipper and Daniels just came in and attacked D'Lo and Styles, causing a disqualification. I actually was enjoying that match, so that's a bummer.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. What is?
Here come Lynn and Styles, or Lynn and Red, excuse me.
Yeah.
The springboard got me. I don't know why. Whoa! Look at that counter.
What is Red wearing?
It's like a weird cape thing.
Yeah.
Oh, nice move by Red.
Reverse DD, like a tilt roll reverse DDT there on Daniels by Red.
Styles.
Oh.
A pop-up kick by Jerry Lynn. And then Skipper. Oh. Styles and D'Lo are still attacking Gilberti and Sanders into the crowd now.
This is complete chaos.
No, this is nuts.
Yeah, Lynn and Red are fighting tonight.
Oh, look at that double team move.
Yeah, Lynn had Daniels on his shoulders and Red came off the top to hit a spinning heel kick. What is this? Fucking A. Sonny Siaki and David Young.
Oh my God. You know what this is going to call for, Bob?
War Games.
War Games! You're damn right.
Oh, that was a nice spine buster by David Young.
You're damn right. If David Young's good for anything, it's still spine busters, man. Look, he's whipping Red. Gets another one on Red.
That's another good one. All right. STO by Daniels.
Oh, and he's calling.
Is he the play of the day? No.
Oh, shit. Look at that. He
just slammed Red onto Lynn with like a gut wrench or whatever.
Yeah, it was almost like kind of a wheelbarrow, and then
Wheelbarrow, yeah.
There we go. David Young, Siaki, Daniels, Desire, and Skipper standing tall over Red and Jerry Lynn, beat up. I thought that was a pretty fun opener. The match wasn't bad, and then
the aftermath was fun too.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good start for us here. Goldilocks backstage with Jarrett. If he chokes her, I'm going to be pissed. Asking what did he think that Raven meant by the mother of all bombs? He goes, do you think that anyone knows what Raven's cryptic bullshit means? And I'll be honest, sometimes I wonder myself. It just sounds really cool.
Sometimes Raven doesn't know what he's talking about, and he gets lost in his promos.
It certainly has happened.
He wants to get extreme. That's fine. Sickest thoughts. He's gonna do it. He's gonna embrace it. Ooh. He's gonna
be
hunt
hunted.
him. Who's this?
Oh. He's like, hey, it's Erica Watts. Hey, I love that belt. I got one just like this.
He's wearing his best friend Brian Urlacher's jersey. Peace and love and understanding. If you look in that room, there's like 8 kendo sticks.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh,
are we about to see though? He's calling Raven a lunatic. It's like Eric Watts trying to be friends with Jarrett. It's kind of weird. Look at this. Oh, he's taking off. It's a straight jacket. It was around his waist. I didn't even know. I thought it was a hoodie.
What? He's going to find Raven and talk to him and talk some sense?
And then put him in the straight jacket. Goldilocks is looking just like us right now. Wicked confused. He says, that crazy son of a bitch is going to get killed. That'll be the best thing for him. Oh my God.
What is Don West is wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
I don't care. It's not the fucking silk shirt with the silk tie anymore.
What in the world?
Everyone write this down. April 23rd, 2003. Don West is finally not wearing a silk shirt and tie. Actually, it still might be silk, but it's not what he was wearing before.
Yeah, it might be silk, but it's not like one plain color. That is funny.
We're hyping up the rest of the show. Jerry Lynn, Amazing Red tonight.
It was a good tag match last week.
It was.
I'll give him that.
My thing is that I feel like in TNA, at this point, you have one good match, and it's like, oh my God, did you see that show? That show was amazing. And it's like, well, that match was pretty good, and maybe it was 15 minutes. So I guess if that makes a really good show.
Well, haven't we had this argument where you've kind of been like that, where there's been the one good match, so you're like, oh, it's a good show, and I'm like, no.
Well,
it's a good match.
No, I don't know if I've said one match saved it for me. Unless it was like, unless it was like, well, maybe I have. Well, because I guess I'm trying to remember back. Maybe I've evolved, Bob, when we've watching. You know, sometimes some of us change our ways. Goldilocks with America's Most Wanted backstage. Oh no. Chris Harris is laid out on the ground.
Goldilocks, I told you they were no good.
Don't think Chris Harris is in the shape to have a match. Okay. So that match might be not happening.
Is it next? It looks like it is.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, here comes Daniels and Elix Skipper, Triple X, XXX as it says on the screen.
Well, who could team with them? Is it just gonna be James Storm?
I could see them doing that.
That'd be lame. Like, that's one of my least favorite matches is handicap matches. I've never liked them. Especially when the guy that's like on the one, like a 2-on-1, like when he wins.
Yeah.
Because it happens all the time. It happened with Jeff Jarrett. It was like 3-on-1 and Jeff Jarrett won.
Skipper has a microphone. He'd like to apologize to all the Triple X fans. He said there's no tag team match tonight.
Skipper, you got to keep the microphone to your mouth. Is he getting larger, or is it just me? Skipper.
I don't
His
know.
upper body is looking fucking jacked.
No, he's ripped. Oh, here we go.
He wasn't like that before.
Here comes James Storm. It looks like we might be having a handicap match.
Yeah, well, he also isn't smiling, so he might be losing tonight.
He did come out pissed, but his partner just got attacked. So
That's true. Chris Harris did get likely murdered.
Look, skinning the cat. Daniels went for a drop kick, but he got him out. Throwing Skipper to the outside onto Daniels.
Oh, Skipper kind of landed weird on his back there.
He sure did, but that's Skipper for you. Bob, I'd just like to point out, as James Storm dives to the outside, you're making me think twice about what I just said. Did I actually give the show last week a thumbs in the middle because of that match? I don't know. Is that why I
don't think you went thumbs down.
I didn't go thumbs down. No, I didn't.
I think you did. I think you
okay.
You went because it's one match.
Well, I might have been just contradicting myself then. Because I guess sometimes if maybe I feel like it could, I don't know. Was it the main event? No, yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. Because it wasn't. Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. Storm is all sorts of fired up after a clothesline.
I don't know. I'm going to stop before I dig myself in a deeper grave here. And we're just going to keep going on and pretend I didn't say anything I just said earlier. I just like TNA. I'm biased, okay?
Yeah, you are. You certainly are. Because if one company did something and the TNA did the same one, you would hate the one doing it, and then the TNA did it. That's fucking great.
I can talk trash about stuff they do too.
You can.
Yes, I can. Storm got Skipper out, then he hit Daniels off the apron. Skipper's back in though.
See, this is what I don't like about it. Like, Storm is beating up two guys.
It's the passion, Bob.
No.
Two count, but Storm got up and Daniels ended up elbow dropping Skipper. It tosses Daniels out again.
If I was in a fight with two people, okay, I might get the advantage for like 30 seconds before I'm like probably beaten up. And that includes if it was like two 13-year-olds. They'd probably kick my ass.
Yeah.
Not that I've, fought 13-year-olds. Recently, at least.
Yeah. Not anytime recent. Going to the schoolyard, beat some kids up.
No. I haven't done that in a while because of COVID.
Yeah.
Gotta stay safe.
That's understandable.
Because they're not vaccinated yet.
That's a good point, yeah. Okay, now Triple X is getting the control. Right, Skipper's foot just hit the camera. Quick tags in and out as they're kicking Storm down in the corner.
Now, this is how it should be going. Just beat him up because you have the advantage 2-on-1 and then win the match. Shouldn't be that difficult. Storm firing back on Skipper with the right hands. Crossbody off the ropes. 1, 2. Matrix kick out by Skipper. Overhead belly to belly suplex by Skipper.
Nice.
Say my name. Pride, baby.
No, he's definitely getting bigger. Even that side shot there, you could tell he's getting bigger.
He's looking enormous. And I don't know if I could sit here and tell you that it's natural.
I don't know. Got to do what you got to do.
I mean, you don't have to do steroids.
Oh, if that's what you feel like you need to do. It's a pretty hot topic. Have you heard Bischoff and Conrad talk about it? On 83 Weeks?
I might have.
It's pretty interesting. It's a different view that I never really thought of. Of essentially, I mean, it's not a competitive sport. It's more like the looks, so.
Performance art.
Yeah. So, essentially, they're like, I don't know if it's really, if you do it in a healthy way and stuff, like, is it really bad? And I was like, I guess I didn't think about it like that.
I'm going to send you a picture of Elix Skipper, and I think it's way after this. But, like, holy fuck.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. So, Storm was just getting control again, but now he lost it. They're getting cocky, though, which you know how that goes. cocky heels. They're like, oh wait, who's this?
Oh, it's Chris Harris. He's doing his Mike Awesome impersonation with a concussion, probably.
Jesus.
Tag me in. I have a concussion, James.
Oh wait, he's ducking the line. I'm gonna look in just a second. I got to see the hot tag. Oh, both men down. Okay, now we got time.
Clothesline. I feel like Harris is going to get kicked in the head and then pinned.
Oh, that scared me, Bob.
That picture?
No, my thing froze for a second. Didn't yours?
No.
Oh, it like stopped.
Mine didn't.
Oh, okay.
Neckbreaker axe handle combo by Triple X.
That was good.
Have you looked at the picture yet, or what?
It's my computer's moving very slow. I'm only hold on. When I click the link that you just sent me, I'm only getting your Google search. I don't see a picture.
Oh, all right. Well, then let me do it this way then.
Why when you type in Elix Skipper 2002 does Shinsuke Nakamura come up as a suggestion?
I don't know.
Did they wrestle?
No, but maybe they're very similar.
Oh, yeah. Storm attempting a backslide. Skipper gets out, lands on his feet, and then he comes back with a super kick.
This is ridiculous.
Well, now Chris Harris is out, so you can't be as mad.
You know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to... This is ridiculous. This should not be this hard to send the picture to you. Forget it.
I mean, I do see some.
There's one where he's looking real tiny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see a couple of them.
Yeah.
So
but it's certainly after this match, like after this era. He's kind of looking like Kofi Kingston.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about then.
Come on, Harris.
Hey, we just crossed the 30-minute mark. We're at 30 minutes and 35 seconds.
Well, I'm not.
You're not?
No, I'm ahead of you. Because yours froze. I'm at 30:44 now.
Oh, did I just read the... Oh, I'm at 30:48.
Okay. We're good, I think.
Okay.
Close enough. Because about right now I'm at 31.
Yep. I don't know what happened, but here we are. There we go. Chris Harris tagged in. Even though he got his ass beat, here he comes. He's fired up.
Wait a minute. That was James Storm that was on the ground? I thought that was Harris.
No.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, is he fine now? Okay, full Nelson slam. 1, 2. Skipper kicks out.
I thought he was about to win with that.
I mean, Triple X is probably going to win this, right? To get another match with Lynn and Red.
I feel like it's America's Most Wanted's about to win now.
Oh, Skipper lifting Harris up for a flatliner there by Daniels for 2 count. Twisting splash off the apron by Skipper for a 2 count. Storm made the save. Storm's got Daniels. Looks like he's going for the... What is that called? The swinging noose?
I think.
Oh, I thought he was going to pin him there.
I thought he got him too. That's like one of his like signature moves, but
yeah.
So much on the line. I mean, crowd's really into it. There's like a little too much like back and forth. I feel like it's like reverse, then a move, and it's like okay.
I think this has been a good match.
I mean, I've been enjoying it.
Why does that look so weird?
The way he was holding him.
Daniels doing a back suplex to Harris just looked really funny. Daniels is I guess kind of smaller. Best moonsault ever.
Nice.
In the middle of the ring. Oh, jeez. They're doing good with the near falls. So I'll give them that.
Yeah, they are. I mean, could you really have a bad match with these two teams? I don't know. You'd have to really fuck it up.
Well, it's TNA. They fuck up a lot of things.
Hey, you knock it up. Oh, look at that. A roll up as Skipper just did a springboard and like went over him, but it was a near fall.
Yeah, it looked like Daniels was going for they're going to go for a vertical suplex cross body combo, but Harris countered with the inside cradle. Another near fall.
I don't know if you saw, but very recently, James Storm just had his 1,000th match on TNA or Impact Wrestling.
And I saw Harris was.
And Harris came back and like made an appearance.
Yeah, I saw that. Harris has speared Skipper in midair on a springboard for a 2 count. Yeah, but you know what? Harris is looking. He's definitely retired, right? Like, there's no way he's still wrestling.
I don't think he's wrestling anymore.
Okay.
But I mean, they did end up putting him into an angle because then the following week, low blow there.
No way. Oh man.
Okay, that was a bummer, but
that was a good match.
No, it was fun. I wasn't bored during it.
No.
Okay, so Triple X, your number 1 contenders.
Would you put an apostrophe on days? Like when someone says 7 days, are you putting an apostrophe?
No.
That's what the one guy has in the crowd. He has got 7 days. There's no apostrophe in days.
Wrestling fans aren't always the smartest, but James Storm looks kind of pissed. And he's looking at Harris like, are you kidding me, bro?
How do you get hit in the nuts and pinned? Is he going to turn on?
That's what I'm just wondering. He's like, I told you not to hang out with those sex boys.
Told you sex were mean. But you want to have drinks with them.
And Storm's just walking out. He's pissed, dude.
I don't blame him. He wanted to win.
Let's send it to the back with Alexis. Larry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look, she's looking for Jeff Jarrett.
What?
Hold on. She just said she was going to rip off Jeff Jarrett's ball sack and then put it down Goldilocks' throat.
What in the world?
That was ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Let's be real. We all know where he is. He has one locker room.
This episode's been very vulgar. Oh, it's Sam. What is her name? Well, hey. Oh. She's attacking her. The ticket lady.
Goldilocks is
Jeff Jarrett's there. Oh, he just threw her into the wall.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, he's got a trash can.
Oh, gosh. He just threw Alexis for the trash can. What in the world?
Wait, hold on. This might be the most anticipated singles match.
Slammed her into a chair face first.
What is happening?
What is this bullshit?
We're outside now.
Just threw her into the side of a truck. Into the bed of the truck.
This is ridiculous.
What in the world was that?
Well, it's
now he's just walking in the parking lot. Like, see you later.
Well, it's safe to say Jeff Jarrett still has his ball sack on.
Yeah.
Holy. So, yeah, he's going to be the hunter, not the hunted. So, I'm sure we're going to see that happen with Julio De Niro soon.
Oh, probably.
Wait, the Ultimate Sin match. But here's Eric Watts coming out to yell at Don West and Mike Tenay. Have we seen Raven?
He's looking for Raven. He doesn't want anything violent.
He's not on a microphone, so like the crowd's probably like, what's happening? Oh, JB or someone's trying to hold a mic, yeah.
If you see him, tell him I gotta talk to him.
Maybe Eric Watts is gonna join Raven and his apostles.
I think we're gonna get a Raven Eric Watts match.
Tonight?
Oh no, not tonight, but at some point.
Okay.
Ultimate Sin rules. Okay.
Oh, we just cut away. That was an awkward cut. This was earlier today.
Well, I think we did that cut on purpose. Like he was telling Dom, like I don't think he's doing that for real.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Because he introduced the rules, and he's like, I don't think that's how that was going, huh?
Okay, I get it. That just kind of threw me out. I thought he was about to tell us, and we got
No.
Killdozer, Brian Lee, Slash, and Mike Awesome. Team Extreme, not the Hardy Boys. Sandman, New Jack, Perry Saturn.
Ultimate Sin.
The Ultimate Sin. Wait a second. Come into my Chamber of Horrors. Is that barbed wire?
Yeah. Not WCW barbed wire. This is your face. And he slices it against the real barbed wire. It's an apple. Or I think it's an apple.
I was thinking it was a tomato, but I couldn't tell. Either way,
I can't tell. Yeah, it's something. It could be a peach for all I know. I have no idea.
actually, it's a good point. With the red light,
Yeah.
I can't really tell. Sandman, you might like this. There's a kendo stick on a pole. Okay. So, once again, Bob has probably called this pretty good. It's a street fight. The ropes are wrapped in barbed wire. That's the biggest difference, but
Yeah, I mean, this isn't surprising at all.
tables. Well, we see a ladder. How are they going to use all this stuff and wrestle in the ring? The ring is literally completely filled with weapons right now. Mind you, this is an earlier today promo, so maybe they're not all right in the match. He's still holding, like, the fruit. Which I think's funny.
Okay, so you have to climb up the ladder for something?
No, he said we're not going up. Unless there is something. Oh, wait, he's climbing it, though.
I think there's something up there. Baseball bat.
Man, I was hoping it was a bag of thumbtacks.
I thought it was going to be like barbed wire.
A fucking baseball bat? Oh, I gotta go climb the ladder and get the baseball bat. The world of the new church.
The world of the new church.
Okay. The ultimate sin, baby. They're like, how many different matches can we make that have weapons surrounding the ring and name it something different besides just like a street fight?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Oh, yo.
Here come the new church.
Yo. Oh, yo. Oh, yo.
Okay, let's make a bet. How many minutes does it take for Mike Awesome to get blown up in the match?
Well, does he have a concussion still?
Well, I don't know if it just goes away in a week, does it?
You know, well, it could.
Okay.
It all depends on how quickly you're able to pass like a concussion test, but I doubt they have concussion tests.
In 2003, there's no concussion protocol.
There's
None.
no way. No way. I mean, they're still doing like unprotected chair shots and other bullshit. There's Chris Angel there, Brian Lee.
I don't see are the tables in the ring? I don't think they are.
I don't know. I didn't see anything. Where's Lollipop?
They haven't shown her at all yet.
No. We're almost 40. We're 42 and a half minutes into this.
Wait, Sandman's not wearing. He's just wearing a black T-shirt. Oh, Saturn's wearing a ECW tank top.
Yeah. All right, turn the lights on.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what is it hanging in the? What is hanging in the corner?
That's the kendo stick up on a pole. Okay, and New Jack has his fucking like sickle, which really scares me.
Good. Yeah, can't wait for that.
And
that means Slash is probably already bleeding, right?
he's about to. He just dug it into his head. Look at that thing. Look at, yeah, he is. He's bleeding.
God.
Oh my God. That was disgusting.
Yeah, I feel like New Jack's the one guy I probably wouldn't want to wrestle.
He just, I think that was a spike, and I'm pretty sure oh, it's a fork.
Even better.
Oh, the fork is a classic. Damn it, Perry Saturn's taking down the ladder. Now we're never going to get the baseball bat.
Oh, there's a table on the floor. Yeah, there's no table in the ring. It seems like they're on the floor.
Oh boy, we got a staple gun. Oh wait, he's got $1.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Well, there's got to be an actual staple in there then. Yep, there was.
Oh fuck! Slash did it to New Jack, and now there's $1 staple.
I've never understood that. Because they do that all the time in like Combat Zone Wrestling, where they'll be like, "I'm gonna staple a dollar bill to your forehead." There was one match where it's like you have to staple $13 to a guy's forehead. Like,
no
what?
way! No way!
God. Swear to God. And I was like, "What? Why?"
Now since there's not a whole ton to call in this match, I'll tell a story. When this was years ago. My buddy Mike, we were all hanging out. I don't know if it was like a New Year's like party or what it was, but I was like, dude, let me take this stapler and staple, like, I don't know if it was $1 or like a piece of paper to your head, or let's do it. And anyway, he let me try. It did not work.
Why on earth would you staple anything to your buddy's forehead?
Just to try it, I think. I don't know why. Slash at New Jack with a trash can.
Had you recently watched the April 23rd, 2003 TNA Weekly Pay-Per-View?
I'm starting to wonder, man. No one's using the barbed wire, which is sad.
Well, this match has gone kind of how I expected in the sense of it's just brawling.
Well, yeah. What else did you expect?
Yeah.
I would like to point out, since Sandman opened his beer a minute ago, it was shooting out like a super soaker.
What's wrong with that?
Well, nothing. Look at that person is not impressed in the front row. Oh, there we go. Saturn kicks Mike Awesome against the barbed wire. Now, is Saturn or New Jack? Who's taking the powerbomb to the table by Mike Awesome?
Oh, by Mike Awesome?
Yeah.
Well, New Jack already did it. Oh, he just put him on the barbed wire? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. We got a really nice camera shot, too, through the barbed wire.
I think that this week would be Sandman.
I think so, too.
I don't know if Sandman would do that.
Saturn went for the kendo stick, but Brian Lee stopped him. Here comes Mike Awesome with the trash can.
Is he about to choke slam him through the table on the floor?
Oh.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He did the powerbomb to the trash can in the ring.
Sandman getting his kendo stick, yeah.
I like how it was just plopped in the top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, off the top, kendo stick to the head to Mike Awesome by Sandman. Just beating the shit out of him.
Sandman's lost it. Did he ever have it? I don't even know. Oh. With that trash can.
Okay, Slash is New Jack. They're right next to a table. Another trash can off the back of Brian Lee by Perry Saturn. What did he just grab? Slash just grabbed something. I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's a mop bucket like thing where you squeeze out the mop.
Is that what? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and he's squeezing his head in it. That's funny. It definitely made it look like it made him bleed more. Like squeezing it out.
The way Slash was selling that, it was like as if his brain was getting squished.
Yeah, dude. Well, by New Jack, I mean, it probably was.
Oh, yeah.
Smackdown Spoilers. Oh, we're reading Smackdown Spoilers on the pay-per-view? Is that what's going on? There's a sign in the front row.
That'd be funny if they were like, Nunzio loses to Benoit. They're just turning each page.
Although, how cool would it be to be like, yeah, I went to SmackDown yesterday and I'm going to this TNA pay-per-view today?
That'd be
Like,
pretty neat.
2 days in a row. That'd be a fun couple days.
Yeah.
We did that once, didn't we? We went to like a WWE show and then like a 2CW show like the next day, or even was it the same day?
The same day.
That was awesome.
We went to WWE first.
Yeah, because it was early.
Yeah, and then 2CW was at like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. I was just telling somebody that the other day.
I don't know what to call. I mean, they're just hitting each other with the garbage cans.
Weapons.
Ooh, we got a cookie sheet. Those dollar store cookie sheets. Let me tell you, they make a nice noise, but they're just literally like a little piece of metal. It doesn't even do nothing. That trash can is flat. You might as well grab a chair.
Yeah. Wait, so you have to win this by pin?
I didn't.
I guess so.
I
Why
mean,
is he wearing gloves?
the barbed wire.
The barbed wire? Why would he be touching it?
Well, Mike Awesome is on the apron with Sandman.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Holy shit. Essentially
Awesome
a sit down.
Sit down powerbomb off the apron through the table by Mike Awesome on Sandman. Oof. It barely looked like as if he lifted Sandman up high enough for that.
I thought he was going to do a pile driver, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God. What is this? Is that Saturn?
Is it? Yeah. Oh. So New Jack just positioned Brian Lee on a table, and Perry Saturn came down with an elbow drop to the floor through that table.
Wait, where's Just Incredible?
That's a really great question. I don't have an answer to it because
New Jack's got a chair on the top rope, and he just murdered Slash with it. 1, 2. Oh wow! I think that's New Jack's finisher. I'm surprised he kicked out.
The chair to the head.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think New Jack's finisher is either a chair shot to the head off the top rope or like a balcony dive. Oh, that's right. The guy get the baseball bat. I forgot about that.
I can't believe
But then they just use it, right?
Yeah, I think so. I thought they were going to forget about it, to be honest with you.
I would have.
I bet the lights are going to go out and someone's going to be on the ladder with New Jack right now.
Malice?
Malice. No, maybe not. Slash is getting up. Never mind. Oh, no. Oh, he pushed over the ladder and New Jack went to the floor through a table.
All right, now Slash is going to climb up. Maybe Just Incredible would be on the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you're right. Something's going to happen.
I'll tell you what, all the fans are on their feet. I mean, they're into this.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been bad for a while. I knew it.
I agree. The lights out.
It's going to be Just Incredible.
Right? Let's see. Okay, they're still out. Okay. Yep. I think that's a kind of silly. He could have just ran down.
Yeah, Just Incredible doesn't need the lights to go out to appear. Like, that doesn't even fit his gimmick or nothing.
Sit down powerbomb by Perry Saturn on Slash, and now
he's not even in the match.
Just Incredible's trying to grab the baseball bat, but he can't.
Can't get it. You just probably got to yank it down there, brother. Just yank it down.
There we go.
You got it.
Now it gets scary.
How was this allowed?
What? Okay. That Brian Lee just no-sold the baseball bat to the face by Just Incredible.
He sure did. Borash just said Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome's not on that team.
Yeah, dude. It was so Perry Saturn, Sandman, and New Jack won, but he called Mike Awesome for some reason. Oh God! What they zoomed in?
Did we really need a close-up shot of Slash busted open forehead? All right. Well, Team Extreme won. Just Incredible was not involved in the match legally.
TNA.
Here's the thing. So Just Incredible did that, right? So are you telling me they paid Just Incredible, let's say $500 to do that?
I don't know. I definitely thought he was going to be in a match this week, so I'm kind of disappointed.
Well, and then he wasn't even on like Explosion or nothing. So are you really getting the proper value for the appearances of these guys?
Yeah, I don't know. Here's a video package. Here's Trinity. I think they just said they're talking about Trinity and Kash, I believe is what this video package is.
Well, yeah, they've been beefing a little bit.
Trinity with the sunset.
That had like a Lita vibe to it, even the Trinity thing, like that little graphic.
Yeah, it did. There's no audio, it's just a piano.
Borash, knowing that Borash does these video packages, you know what he loves to use. And I feel like we've heard this music before too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So here's some audio. I watched a videotape. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. The music is just killing me. I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed.
You should be, dude.
You helped me win the belt.
She's like, okay, I forgive you.
No, you won't. You won't be there for her. I'm sorry. I love you. Oh, we kissed her. I don't remember that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. And she was like, oh, wow. Because the first time they like showed an actual like affection between the two of them.
You never show me a public display of affection. And then she gets murdered by the Harris brothers, and he's like, no, I'm out. I'm out of here. Oh. This is just clips of the Sanders Kash match. I don't know how Sanders didn't get to the ropes on that. But
and look at Trinity's like doing a taunt, and then he left. Sanders grabs her.
Oh, right, yeah. No. Doesn't he just... Yeah, see, there it is. He's like, whatever.
He's like, oh, whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. I got the belt. You got it. You're
look
good.
at ready? Boom. They just keep replaying him going, no.
Yeah, that's got to be... That's the heel turn by Kid Kash. Like, officially the heel turn. Like, there's no way you can realistically talk your way out of that.
Yeah, Tanae's in the ring. Reigning X Division champion. Kid Kash. Okay, no entrance. Okay. Holding the belt upside down. Okay. We're a great start with Kid Kash coming out here for this interview.
Yeah.
Violent by Design.
Violent by Design.
Wait a second.
Is that a stable now?
Yeah, it's Eric Young's. Oh, that's wicked funny.
Oh. Kash is like, what? What do you mean gutless?
He's like, what are you talking about? Absolutely gutless. And you know what? And you know what? That is your opinion.
And you're entitled to it.
How tall is Kid Kash? Because he looks wicked short compared to Mike Tenay right here.
He might be like 5'10". No.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 5'10". Tenay's probably 6 foot.
You need to realize and remember, Mike Tenay, I'm the one who discovered Trinity. Which is interesting because she came with Quiet Storm. Or Divine Storm.
Divine Storm.
That's a team. Ha! He called them J Brones from New York City.
J Brones. Well, they're dating too, I think, right? In real life at this point?
Kash and Trinity? Yeah, I think we discussed that. Trinity doesn't have a contract.
With him, probably. Right?
Oh, Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I knew it. No.
Got a contract with the KID, dog. Okay. What did he just say?
We have been there? What does that mean?
I don't know. I missed what the comment right before was. She does what I say when I say it. Oh my God, Tanae's face right there.
His face was so good. He's like, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
His facial reactions are so like not promoted enough.
No, for sure not. Look at him. He's like, oh really?
Still
What do you
doing
think
it.
about
Here
this?
comes Trinity.
Fun
Hey,
fact: so Trinity's theme song's playing. Goldilocks actually sings it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got something to say for a change, she says. Oh!
Wait a minute. Kid Kash slaps her, right? Today's like, oh! Like it's like a high school fight. Like, oh my God. Yeah. But when Jeff Jarrett was just murdering Mickey or Alexis Louise, like, oh, all right.
He didn't have any comments about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whoa, I did not expect that. Holy shit. Well, she gave him one back. But now they're just like standing and like doing an interview again. Oh, he's gonna drop the roll at Kid Kash tonight.
What does that mean?
He's gonna put the roll on of Walt Disney.
We just got to the 1 hour mark here. 1 hour and 6 seconds.
He's gonna make all of her dreams come true tonight. Are they about to wrestle right now?
I think so.
Oh yeah, tonight you're gonna go toe to toe with X Division champion. She's bringing it to him. Here's a referee. Bell ring. Oh shit! We've been waiting for this match for a while.
Yeah.
Tilt to World Head Scissor by Trinity. Tanae's like, I don't know. Slipping under the legs of Kash.
Oh.
Went for a little senton.
Go get him, Trinity.
Hell yeah.
I'm rooting for Trinity.
You're damn right. Oh, going for a roll up, but Kash held the ropes.
Oh.
Look at that.
Sunset flip. 2 count. Backdrop to the apron. Kash lands on its feet.
Oh, Trinity poked him in the eyes.
Oh, kick off the apron. What is she going? Is she gonna go for a moonsault? Oh,
that was nice. Kash caught her really good, taking him down on the outside of the ring here.
Can we get a replay?
Oh, she did. I think hit Kash in the head with her knee when she came down. Oh, there you go. That's a cool call by Don West. He says, this isn't a man versus a woman. This is an X Division athlete versus an X Division athlete.
Well, it's like, what's his face? Dusty. When he was talking to Ron Killings, and he's like, this isn't black and white thing or whatever.
Yeah. Holy.
Oh,
my God. Okay, so Kid Kash just whipped a chair into Trinity's face, but the way the camera caught it was... Whew.
Yeah, they've been doing that pretty good with the what does he call that? Smash Mouth or something like that?
Oh, he does have a name for it too. Holy
I think it's Smash Mouth. Oh.
Knife edge chop right in front of Mike Tenay. To Trinity by Kid Kash, by the way. Oh my God. Kash doing it again on the guardrail. If this isn't gonna get Kash like nuclear heat, they gotta hate him right now.
Yeah, this has gotta get this is this is in some way has to like elevate Cash because like you're gonna want to see him get his ass kicked.
And I don't think he's gonna be able to come back from this one. There's no way.
Mm-mm. Not as a babyface.
No way. No way.
Me?
That's what I mean.
Oh.
Cash with a jumping clothesline off the top rope. Oh, going for the cover, but pulling her up. Don West says, I didn't know how low Cash could go. Oh, he just rubbed her face in his crotch. That was uncomfortable.
Oh. It's 2003 TNA.
Oh.
They allow it. Oof.
It's in the gut. Swinging neck breaker. Picking her right back up, though.
Fishman busts her over the knee.
1, 2. Nope. Pulls her head up again.
You know, it could be just referee discretion, right? Like, he could just be like, okay, Kid Cash wins because, like, you're pulling her up.
I would say he could end it, yeah.
That's what they do in, like, UFC. Like, if a guy's not responding, it's like, okay.
Yeah, it could be like match stoppage.
Yeah. So, come on, Posey, do the right thing.
Yeah, or do you want another chair shot to the head? You tell us.
Oh. Shoulder ram in the corner.
Oh. Poke to the eye. Whipping Trinity to the other corner. Oh, there we go. Running at her. She moved out of the way, so he hit the turnbuckle. Trinity climbing to the top.
Somersault dive there. So kind of like a whisper in the wind, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Runs at Cash, but with a vicious clothesline. He took her down.
Why is he so mad? I don't get it. Because Trinity like upstages him or something?
Yeah, I take it. It's like the glory hog thing. Oh, she actually kicked out of that one.
Oh. Cash was like, I want to win this time. And she's like, no, I'm going to kick out. That just means he's probably going to do something even more dangerous.
Right. Or he's getting too cocky. He's going to try to do something, and then, of course, Trinity will somehow get a comeback here as he slaps her in the back.
Well, it is non-title, right?
Correct.
Probably. This is what you want.
Irish whip. Comes back, pop up.
Oh, Hurricane. The crowd's responding pretty well for Trinity,
dude,
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they're really into this match for sure. Oh, she stops. Hits him in the back a couple times.
And she countered a backdrop, it looked like.
Yep. She's up to the top. Oh, shit.
Well, the referee got knocked down. That was a botch, but
I believe that was going to be a Hurricane Rana, like Cash's Hurricane Rana, like springboard.
Yeah, I think the referee was still going to go down.
So do I. Oh, wait a second. Here comes Sex. Harris Brothers and Mike Sanders, who's still wearing that fucking bandana.
Well, at least he got rid of like the shirt thing.
That's true. Wait, they're going after Cash now. H-bomb.
Oh.
Wait a second.
What?
They're helping Trinity.
What? 1, 2, 3. Wow, Trinity wins.
Trinity wins.
With help, but hey, I'll take it. Why not?
I get it. They want to protect their X Division champion at least a little, so I guess I get it, but I'd like to know why though. Are they going to try to get Trinity to join Sex now, or?
I don't think you can turn Trinity heel. No way.
No. Well, I said try.
Oh. Backstage.
Oh, James Mitchell yelling at Slash. He's pissed. Is that just Vince Russo?
I think so. What?
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
I don't think that was supposed to happen either. That was definitely Vince Russo behind
Vince Russo
Mitchell.
definitely just stepped into the shot, though.
100%.
Shark Boy. Wait, Slash.
Well, no, Slash is ending that.
Does
he have a sword?
He's got a fucking dagger, dude.
Don't kill Borash. Don't
Oh my God.
fucking
Wait,
think
he
about
just
it.
had ammonia.
Don't. He's threatening to murder. He's threatening to kill Jeremy Borash for Just Incredible? Well, there's Just Incredible. Oh my God, what a ridiculous... I'm going to kill Borash if I don't get Just Incredible. Side Russian leg sweep with the kendo stick. All right, so I guess you're getting your value for Just Incredible tonight if he's actually going to wrestle in the match.
Yeah, here we go. Whips Just Incredible in the corner. He flips out to the apron.
Why does he have like a towel in his back pocket?
Well, he's actually, I think that's the shirt he was wearing earlier.
Well, regardless, why is it in his back pocket?
It's
wicked long.
Yeah, it's like his Jeff Hardy look. Gotta have the little thing in the back.
Jeff Hardy had something that long?
Oh, he did it one time. Yeah, it is in TNA, I think, though. So he like tied like towels, and it was like wicked long. I think.
I didn't know that. Slash threw Credible off the aisle into the guard railing, and now they're going back to the ring.
Oh.
Clothesline.
Slash running at him. Oh, Credible reverses with a slam. Right on the arena floor. I can't believe he just tried to kill JB.
To get to Just Incredible.
With a fucking knife. Like he had a dagger and was like, I'm going to slit his throat.
You want to turn off the lights? Well, I'll turn off fucking Jeremy Borash's life right now.
Literally. Mind you, Slash is still bleeding from earlier. Like it's still like pouring blood.
Well, he's a psychopath. Disciples of the New Church. He
Oh,
probably
that is
lives
true.
for this.
Face first into the steel steps. Just Incredible moves the steps. And now drop kick Slash into the ring post. Try it again. Oh,
Nope.
he tried, but Slash reversed it. Slingshots Credible right into it. That was nice.
Great. That's going to probably be a blade job, right?
Well, let's see if we see one.
I don't think he did.
Nope, but he hit him with a chair.
Not yet. I remember watching a match between Just Incredible and Terry Funk where Just Incredible had probably the worst, or the most obvious blade job ever.
Hmm. Well, does it beat the Hogan in like 2000 with Billy Kidman one?
I knew you were going to reference that, and I think it might.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that one's real bad.
Yeah.
Really
Really nice slag. And you got it. Yeah, because Hogan, for that, like he's got his back turned, doesn't he like slice it and then turn and then get hit by the chair or something like that?
Yeah, and then he throws it, and then they show it in like slow motion, and you can like see the whole. It is so bad.
Yeah. It's so funny. Because what? It's Bischoff, right? That hits him with it?
Is it Bischoff? Yeah. Yeah.
It's Bischoff.
It was during that feud, I think, though, with Kidman,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is. Oh.
Okay, so Just Incredible just hit Slash in the head with the kendo stick, but the ref did not call for DQ, so referees just... Oh, I hit it with a chair, too, outside, so actually, it doesn't matter. Lax rules, bro.
DQs are just out of convenience, I think.
For sure.
This company. I feel like Slash has got something going on. He's got his back turned. He's hunched over.
Oh, fuck yeah, powder.
Powder.
I love powder. Oh.
Those are not delicate shots.
No, he's breaking the kendo stick.
Clotheslines him over the tops of the floor. Now, the camera shot there with the powder, I wonder if... I mean, they did a pretty good job of kind of avoiding it. That's probably Scott D'Amore, right?
I would say it has
He's
to
in the
be.
truck now. He's probably like, guys, he's getting powdered. We got to take it out of the thing.
Yeah.
They're going outside.
Okay, that's interesting. I feel like this means someone else is about to get involved.
I hope Alexis Lurie is still in the trunk. Oh, here's Perry Saturn. And New Jack.
Both get hit away.
Where's Sandman?
Oh
my God! What the fuck is on fire? He had a flaming
What is
kendo stick.
happening?
What the fuck
What
was
is
that?
going on? No way, dude.
Oh my God!
He just hit him with a flaming kendo stick.
What
The
in the
ref's throwing the
fuck?
match out. The bell did ring.
Oh my God! What in the fucking hell? Oh, now it's out.
Ah!
Just yelling around the parking lot.
Dude, what?
That was insane.
Did you see how it whipped and like fire was like flying everywhere?
Yeah. What the fuck was that? Hey, Lollipop. Glad to see you're back.
Well, yeah. Where have you been for the last hour and 14 minutes and 2 seconds?
That's like her first like spotlight on the whole show. Oh, great. Here's Eric Watts with a straight jacket. Raven, where are you? The Nashville Fairgrounds aren't that big, but I can't seem to find you.
Well, I mean, come on.
They only use like the same 3 rooms, so like, how do you not find them?
Where in the world is Raven? I've looked all over the asylum. He said he looked all over Nashville. I doubt that.
I doubt it. Well, he's not sitting with Alexis Lurie because she was murdered by Jeff Jarrett. Why is he talking with? Where's Brian Lawler and David Flair? I thought they were next generation. Maybe that's already been dropped. Sure feels like it. Where's Raven?
Okay. Oh, here we go. Raven's music.
Whew. Just had a good sneeze.
Oh,
Oof.
bless you. Oh, here's Julio De Niro,
Oh, that's really good.
who's like
Why is he
tweaking.
twitching? Is he a drug addict? Is that the gimmick here? What is going on?
I don't know. He's definitely tweaking though.
What?
Oh, he could be a chick or super chick, the Chickenator, because he's in Raven's Nest. Yeah, ha ha ha.
I don't understand that. What is he talking about?
Like a bird. He's.
Oh,
It's not a good joke.
no, it's not at all.
This is stupid. Telling him to go find Raven. Oh, now we're fighting. Clotheslines. Eric Watts with a choke slam.
The crowd does not care about this at all.
Dude, they're dead silent.
I don't blame them. I'm dead silent too. It's so funny. Like they were so hot for Trinity and Kash, and then this is just like nothing. This is This is not a match, right?
I don't think so. There's not a ref, so. Yeah, Tanag even just said, this isn't a match.
A buckle bomb. The E bomb.
Oh, okay.
Did he just put his hand in his pocket and then give him the finger?
Well, Alexis Lurie's back.
Well, it's nice to know she's recovered from her injury.
Well, from Jarrett throwing her in a pickup truck and like leaving. She's choking Eric Watts. This is a very weird segment.
I don't understand the connection of Eric Watts to this. Like, why are they having him be involved in that?
I feel like they don't know what to do with Eric Watts, so they're like, we'll just play this.
Well, if they're not doing Next Generation anymore, I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, dude, that's a good point.
Did you not hear me when I said that before?
I guess it didn't click. Okay, we got a table.
All right. Well, he's definitely someone's gonna get the straight jacket, right? Because that's over there in the corner.
It's in the corner. Table's in the ring now, not set up just yet, but it's about to be. Here's Jarrett. Don't put Lexus through the table. I know what you're thinking, Jeff. Just don't.
DDT to Larry. Oh, neat stroke on Narrow, and yes.
Jarrett's like, that's right. I'm going to put someone through this table.
I'd put Eric Watts through it. You try to kill me.
Jarrett's like, I'm going up, because Jarrett always goes to the top rope. Oh, Alexis Larry stopping him, though.
This is not going to end well for her. Yeah,
no.
See, of course.
Oh, power bombs Larry onto De Niro through the table.
Off the middle rope.
Off the middle rope.
I saw that happening a mile away. Now where's he going? Raven, where are you?
Is he going to go to Raven's nest? Or no, he's going to
If he goes to the locker room and Raven's there, clearly Watts didn't check the one place that he's always at. No, he's not. He's going outside.
The one door that's semi-propped open. Eric Watts is like slowly getting out of the ring. This is really odd.
Yeah, like what? Watts was just like standing around. Okay. So that's the end of that segment.
Okay.
That's a weird way to transition out of that. Just Watts aimlessly walking around like, all right, I'm going to go backstage now.
Yeah, right.
That's right, next Wednesday.
That's right. Was Eric helping Jeff? Was Jeff coming to help Eric? Or was it just happening? Who knows?
Nobody knows anything.
Okay, let's see the history between Amazing Red and Jerry Lynn. 2 weeks ago, Lynn and Amazing Red become the number 1 and number 2 contenders for the X Division title by outlasting 3 other teams. In the process, they earn an NWA World Tag Team title shot. So we're getting a flashback from that. Is it the tag match or is this?
That's the tag match.
That was the elimination one, though.
Yeah.
Okay. One week ago, Lynn and Amazing Red face NWA World Tag Team Champions Triple X.
This is where they won the belts.
Yeah.
Which was, in fact, a good match.
Yeah, I would recommend watching it.
This is better music for this video package than what Borash usually uses.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's like a triumphant type of music.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got new Tag Team Champions last week. The X Division Dream Team.
Oh, okay.
The NWA World Tag Team Champions. Tonight, the X Division Dream Team become X Division Dream opponents, even though they've wrestled once before.
Well, I hadn't remembered that. A matter of respect.
Okay. Yeah, Lynn Red. A matter of respect. Wow, that ruined right into this.
What is that suggesting? They don't respect each other?
Well, yeah, they need to. So they have to have this match. Oh, wait a second. Conan is doing color commentary in this match.
Why? That just means he's going to screw over Lynn, isn't it?
I mean, right? I feel like it has to.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Is this Apollo's theme song?
I think it was.
Interesting. So Conan is listening or using that now, I guess. I think they were using it before too. Or is it the SATs? Or is it all of them? It might be all of them.
It might be anybody that's Hispanic.
Yeah, well.
I'm just saying.
Actually, they might have even used it for some of the guys who Conan brought in, so you might be onto something there.
Yeah, like Halloween and stuff like that.
Red Selling is back as he's coming out here.
Oh, that's right, because they got in that brawl, right, to start. He's selling more than Chris Harris selling his brutal attack backstage earlier.
Yeah.
Because he somehow recovered and was seemingly fine. Is Lynn going to be selling too, or what?
I feel like if he doesn't, he's going to look silly. Now that Red just did.
I feel like he's not selling nothing. He is selling absolutely nothing. He is fine.
You don't give a shit.
You don't care.
I'm sure there was just a sign that said, "Come to the dark side, Lynn." Don't know what their dark side is, but...
I don't know either. Oh,
Okay, so who's going to be our number one contender for the X Division Championship? Jerry Lynn, Amazing Red. There's definitely going to be a luchador who comes out in this match, right?
oh, maybe. I didn't realize that Amazing Red was Puerto Rican.
Now that you say that, I feel like I might have known, but it's not something I would have thought about.
Well, that's what Conan was just saying. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Oh, Tanae's asking.
Sense, yes.
Tanae's asking Conan about the luchador. He goes, "You admitted the first one that you knew you were behind it," and he goes, "Yeah." And the second time, I told you I didn't know who it was. Oh, he just said he's going to stick his foot up Mike Tenay's ass and use him like a bobblehead doll. That's pretty aggressive.
And Tenay's like, "What? What are you gonna do?"
Not as aggressive of saying, "I'm going to rip off Jeff Jarrett's ball sack and then put it in your mouth or shove it down your throat."
Yeah, that was pretty aggressive. So this is our main event. We're at 125.40. That seems a bit early.
I think so too.
And we still have, Raven did promise a bombshell, which...
That's right. So we probably do have at least one more segment after this match, if I had to guess. Oh, Lynn breaking out. Ducking a kick by Red. Ducking the line by Lynn. Grabs his leg, flips him over. Oh, almost had a miscue.
Oof. Stand up. Conan's still bitching about the whole taking the Lucha Libre stuff.
He is. He's like, so why won't they wrestle Mexicans or something? Or in Mexico, did he say one of those two?
Well, he was saying that he's a former 13-time tag team and singles champion in Mexico, and he can't get a match. But, he's not an X Division guy.
He's Lucha Libre.
Well, I'm saying he's not the size of, conventional X Division guy.
They're just screaming at each other on commentary now. And Don West goes, "You gotta love Red and Lynn. What a match."
Well, he loves Red.
Scoop slam.
And kick away by Red.
Both going for drop kicks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, stand up.
Respect. We're pal. We're tag champs. We're best. We're the best of friends for the last 3 weeks.
The fans certainly respect these two.
Wow.
Conan goes, "Let me tell you something about these fans. This place shouldn't be called the Asylum. It should be called the Dick House because it's filled with just that." Jesus. Conan's killing me on commentary tonight.
Well, he's definitely getting himself over.
Oh, yeah. Roll across Lynn's back. Tilt toe whirl. No, Red lands, but he reverses it again and counters it into a backbreaker.
That was a good counter.
Yeah, it was nice. He countered the counter into the move. It was cool. Back suplex by Jerry Lynn to Amazing Red.
You don't have to go for a pin after every move, I feel.
I think that happens too often.
Walls of Jericho.
Oh, nope. Single leg.
A half Boston Crab. Or the Canadian Maple Leaf if you're Lance Storm.
There you go. Is Red going to tap out? I don't know. No, he's crawling. He almost grabbed the rope, but Lynn pulled him back to the center.
One of my favorite things, or favorite moves, is when Eddie Edwards would do this, and he would just stomp the guy in the head.
Yeah.
Because then he would win by knockout. It's that's smart. Why don't more people do that?
Oh. Red countering a trip. Who's going to go for the 718? Oh, Lynn ducks it, though. Clotheslines Red to the apron.
Leg drop?
He better do it. He's setting up. Come on, get in the middle. Oh no, he's going for a suplex. Oh, is he about to hit Code Red? No. Oh, there's that reverse flip with that pop-up drop kick by Raising Red to Jerry Lynn.
Lynn just rolled to the floor.
Okay, so Red's about to do a dive. It looks like, is he going to land in the front row? Let's find out. Oh, nope. He flipped to the apron. Hurricane Rana. Lynn right into the guardrail. Nice. We've just crossed the hour and 30-minute mark. We're at an hour, 30 minutes, and 28 now seconds.
And I saw the run time for this. It's 151, so we still got 21 minutes left.
Yeah, I did notice that as well. So it's a decent amount of time for whatever's going to happen at the end of the show. Doing a little brawling here on the outside. Red Irish whips Lynn, but he reverses it right into the guardrail. Puts a boot up to Lynn, though. Oh, another Hurricane Rana by Red to Jerry Lynn.
Sarah just texted me. She goes, "Did you eat?" And I said, "No, not yet." And she said, I was like, "What are you thinking?" And she goes, "Wendy's?" Okay. Let's go.
I just tried to get Taco Bell, but I gotta look.
You try to get Taco Bell, and Kaylee was like, "No."
Yeah, she looked at me like, "No, you're not. We're not doing that."
Red hammered away on Lynn in the corner. Charging. A sloppy looking drop kick there. Spinning heel kick to knock Lynn down. 2 count.
Oh my god.
Digging his knee into Lynn's back here. I feel like this is more like a massage.
Yeah, he's got to be stretching her out good.
Yeah.
Crowd's chanting for Jerry.
They slowed it down a little bit at this point.
Mm-hmm. Backslide. Oh, Red gets out though. Clotheslines Jerry Lynn down.
Kick out. Who would you rather win here, Red or Lynn? Because they'd be fighting Kash.
Yeah. My gut's telling me Amazing Red.
That's who you would rather have win?
I think so.
I think Kash would have a better match with Red.
That's kind of what I'm feeling. Going for the middle rope leg drop, but Red moves and Jerry Lynn fell to the ground, fell to the floor because he was on the apron trying it.
Yeah, he hit the apron. He fell to the ground. That is some bullshit.
What's this about to be? Oh, looks like a dive. No, baseball slide, but Lynn caught him. Oh no.
Oh, and then drops Red over the railing out of a wheelbarrow.
Keith in the truck, give us a replay.
We gotta see it again.
They've really calmed down with the replays after they figured out how to do them.
Yeah, for sure. Because it was getting to a point where it was like, after a punch, they'd be like, oh my God, did you see that punch? Let's see a replay.
Do it again.
Jeff Jarrett's right hand punch is ever fucking crazy.
Ramming Red into the apron. Tossing him back into the ring.
Cover 1, 2. No. Red has plenty of heart left. Barrage. That's what Red needs, is a barrage of aerial moves, according to Conan. We need some more high-flying stuff here.
Yeah, I think so too. Float over? Going for roll-up, no.
Well, Code Red. Boom. Got it. 1, 2.
Oh.
2 count.
I thought he had him.
I feel like they're kind of overhyping this right now.
Yeah, I sort of think that as well.
They're mirror images of each other. I don't know about that. Oh, Lynn has Red in the corner, caught him. And Red wiggles free. Well, Lynn with a catapult into the corner, but Red lands on the middle rope.
Caught him in a powerbomb.
Yeah, Lynn tried for a springboard head scissors, but Lynn hit a sit-down powerbomb for a 2 count.
Conan goes, who do you think's going to win, Mike? And he goes, I'm just going to enjoy it.
Do you think, if you were an announcer, would you want to know who wins?
Well, I guess it depends. In order to call it properly, you might want to. Not that always helps, as we have seen recently. But I feel like...
I don't think I would.
It would certainly make it more real. But I feel like, as an announcer, I feel like Shivani has talked about it before. I feel like in order to have to do your job correctly, I almost feel like you have to know.
Maybe. Red went for a cradle pile driver, but Lynn just countered it.
Oh, that was freaking close, man.
What would you call? I don't even know how to call that move. There's you know what? It's like the Kryptonite Crunch that Nova would do in ECW.
Or it's kind of like the white noise that Sheamus does.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I don't know what the actual move is called.
I don't know either. That just shows you our fanhood that I would reference Nova from ECW, and you went with Sheamus in present day WWE.
Well, it's pretty bad, isn't it? Although I don't know if I don't know if I knew Nova did that.
I'm sure a lot of people didn't know. Red with a spinning kick to the head there on Jerry Lynn, and he's signaling for the end here.
Because he's going to hit the infrared. Lynn's getting up, though, pretty quick.
Yeah, he stops him on the top rope. Middle rope, I should say.
Oh, my
God. He just moonsault the referee.
Holy shit.
Oh. Red just speared the ring post and then fell down the ring steps.
Wow.
That was aggressive.
So the ref's down. So either Conan's getting in here or a luchador's coming out. Ron Killings.
What? Ron Killings just interfered? What the fuck is that for?
Oh, he just ran over to Conan. We got to talk now.
Okay, cool. That's what Conan just said. All right. See you later. What the fuck was that?
Well, somehow Red's up because Lynn's down, and he just hit infrared.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
There we go. Wow.
All right, so I'm going to be a Debbie Downer. I would say that was a disappointing overall match.
I gotta agree, man. I think I got myself a little too hyped.
The right guy probably won. I would have had Red win.
I agree with that. But now what's going on with Ron Killings and Conan?
You know, if this turns into another like racial thing, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it.
Yeah, they have done a lot of that. And then they've tried to like backpedal with like the Dusty promo we just mentioned.
Yeah, because they kind of they kind of move past it, like with Dusty and stuff like that. Like, oh no, you're a man. I don't see black and white. You're just a man.
Tag team champ shaking hands, hugging. We're good. Everyone's happy.
Well, in Red's defense, he didn't see what happened either.
That's true. Now Jerry Lynn's gonna package pile drive? No.
What if he did? What if he was like TKO? See you later. Oh, great.
Going in
Eric
the
Watts
back
again. How much Eric Watts are we seeing here? You cannot be sincere about helping Jeff Jarrett.
They're both looking off camera like something's coming.
Yeah.
He's man. The Asylum's his moon. I don't like that they... Okay, well, we're going around the corner now.
Oh, they're like behind the fans.
Yeah. Oh, he says he knows where Raven is. This is for you at home. Shh.
This fucking guy.
I'm hunting a Raven. So watch this. He goes into this room. No, Raven is in there.
Yeah, he sure is. And he's beating the shit out of Eric Watts.
Raven effect onto a chair.
He's got a chair.
He's yelling, "Where's your buddy Jeff?"
Has Raven been in that room the entire show?
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. That's a new room, though. We haven't seen that room before.
That's true. It's a new broom closet.
Well, we're back with Don West and Mike Tenay here. 1 week from tonight. We're at an hour, 41 minutes, and 12 seconds, though. So we got about 10 minutes, approximately, left of this show. Yes, January 22nd, Raven appeared. Grabbed the belt from Jarrett. So just over 3 months later, finally getting a one-on-one match.
Are they just... Yeah, they are. Okay. They're just like a complete rundown of the feud.
Yep.
There's no way it's going to be 10 minutes worth of time. So what's the bombshell with Raven?
We still got time, man.
Next week.
Yeah, this is we're just hyping up the match next week.
Yeah,
which is good. Real. But I need to know what else is happening. I need to know Raven's bombshell.
Okay, Don, we get it.
Oh, he's getting word from the back. Jeff Jarrett is still in pursuit of Raven.
Well, was he paying attention to Watts? Because we know where he is.
No. Tenay, don't do this. Oh, my God. While we wait to get the camera crew in the back, check out this fucking video package about the feud between Raven and Jarrett.
This bombshell better be pretty good. all I gotta say about that.
Well, that's what I'm feeling too, because it better be good, because what is happening right now? And we've seen the same video package before.
Sure have. My destiny, we get it, blah, 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 blah.
As we explore Ravens. Clockwork Orange House of Fun.
Like I've said before, that's like a Sega Genesis fucking...
Dude, it's wicked Sega Genesis.
Okay, great. Literally a rundown of what Don was just talking about.
How long is it going to take to get a camera crew in the back for a segment that was probably on the sheet already? You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, because we're going to see this thing like next week, probably twice at least.
You're going to see it to start off, for sure.
And then I feel like they're going to do something right before the match.
Absolutely.
Yes, Raven climbing the ladder. He's fulfilling the fulfillment where he gets the contract. He's like, I ain't taking the clipboard. I'm only taking the contract.
Ravens rules. Woo! Blood everywhere.
You know, the pool of blood that got me flagged on Facebook.
Oh, that's right.
I think that also, I try to share in some groups and stuff with other TNA fans, and I feel like that stopped a lot of people from letting that post slip by. Like, admins didn't approve it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Destiny awaits.
I like the music in this one. What is going on?
La 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 la.
The most anticipated match in TNA history is just 7 days away. Your title, My Destiny, Raven, Jarrett. One week from tonight. We're back, but he's not. Jeff Jarrett is not backstage.
He came through. He came to the crowd, so they didn't need a camera crew because it was already at ringside.
Oh, he's heading toward where Raven was.
Well, he just went the other way. Raven's lair. That's what it's called. Is he in there?
Yep.
Yes, he is. Now they're brawling. I'm glad that Jarrett was paying attention.
He's hitting with a mop. And then he's got the straitjacket with him.
Oh. I wonder, is the straitjacket going to be like a vocal point for their title match or what?
And that's what I'm wondering now, too, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, he just threw a chair at Raven's face, and it definitely hit him with, like, the end of it.
Yeah.
He just threw the straitjacket, and JB, like, set it on the apron to make sure that it was going to be in the ring. These two brawling ringside.
Are these brawls between these two a little played out? It's happened at least 2 or 3 other times.
2 or 3. Try, like, over 5, I think, at this point.
Oh, all right.
I mean, this is...
Just trying to be generous, I guess.
Oh. I mean, those are counting ones with the Styles involved, too, and stuff, but...
Yeah. Well, he's got a chair.
Oh.
Smashes him over the head. The referees are out there, but they're not doing anything.
Is he about to put Raven into the straitjacket? Looks like he's doing it. Is Raven really hurt enough to get strapped in right now?
Well, he hit him over the head with a chair.
Well, yeah, but look how much he's moving. He couldn't get it in. Oh, he does it again.
Still got his fucking hands up. Even in a straitjacket, he still got his hands up.
Well, he didn't tie anything.
Isn't that just great?
Here we go.
Lock it up.
He did one strap. He's like, fucking good enough, man. Yeah, if you want to make it look, you gotta do his hands, too. Oh, look, it already broke open, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he hits him again, but the
out.
lights just went out.
This is going to be the bombshell.
What is
Who
it?
is it?
Come on, turn the lights on. I gotta know.
Tommy Dreamer.
Ah!
Probably not.
Wait, who is it? The rope is in the way. Oh, it's Team Extreme.
It's Team Extreme.
New Jack, Sandman, Perry Saturn, and
That's
Just Incredible.
the Bombshells that his ECW friends are there?
Well, if that is, that's kind of disappointing. But, I mean, it makes sense, but...
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like...
They're putting Jarrett into the straitjacket now.
That was hardly a fucking bombshell.
Dude, it's the mother of all bombshells.
ECW guys, give me a break.
How many guys does it take to put Jeff Jarrett in a straitjacket? Right now, it looks like 4.
About 4.
Sandman's
just standing there.
Dude, Sandman don't give a shit.
Yo!
They're even doing the arms, it looks like, for Jarrett.
They actually have it locked in pretty good.
That's what it looks like. Saturn's got barbed wire.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. He's wrapping his, like, waist in barbed wire.
Yeah, he's covered in it.
Oh, yeah, they're wrapping it all around Jarrett right now.
Oh. This is, probably a little painful here. Sandman, or New Jack's like, let me just headbutt you a few times.
Right.
Why not?
Dude, Sandman hasn't moved.
No, he doesn't care. He doesn't know what's going on.
What are they doing? They're hanging him up on the ropes.
A tree of woe.
Raven's got the kendo stick. Oh, he's hitting Jarrett with it as Saturn and New Jack are holding him.
Jesus. So I don't understand. So is there like 2 different stables for Raven? He's got his gathering or whatever?
That's a good point.
And then he's got Team Extreme. Or is Team Extreme part of his like gathering flock people?
That's a good point. Raven standing tall.
All right, and
Explosion can be seen on these stations. And yeah, we're going off the air here as we're seeing all of the stations. And if you recorded this in any of these stations, slide in our DMs.
I mean, someone has to have.
You would think.
The fact that Explosion is not even in the tape trading community makes no sense to me.
And then here's where you can see NWA. Well, what'd you think?
Well, I would say we've gone back to the trend where like the first 45 minutes to an hour are pretty good, and the second half kind of takes a dip. I'm gonna say that was average, thumbs in the middle.
Oh, see, I was thinking maybe giving it a thumbs up for me.
Well, that's usually how it works for you.
What was that supposed to mean?
You just blindly follow. You just blindly follow it. You know what? Maybe you're right because Red and Lynn was okay. It was a disappointment. AMW and Triple X was good. The hardcore 6-man tag match, sure it was brawling and stuff, but I thought that was, it was fine. It wasn't like...
Yeah, it's fine for what it was.
It wasn't boring.
I think that the opening tag match wasn't bad between Gilberti and Sanders with Styles and D'Lo. Thought that was a fun... and the stuff after the match was fun.
Yeah, I was going to say the aftermath was pretty good. Kash and Trinity was good. The crowd was most invested in that.
I can't believe they should advertise that one, I think, to be honest with you, but...
I agree.
But I thought that was good.
All right, I'll go a thumbs up, but a slight thumbs up.
Okay, hey, we'll take it. I think it was a good lead-in to probably our most anticipated show so far.
Yeah.
Next week, where Raven will finally face Jeff Jarrett.
After months of anticipation.
Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. And yeah, I do wish the bombshell was a little more, but you know what? It makes sense. I'll take it. However, I really, really want this title match to have as little fuckery as possible. But it's a Jeff Jarrett title match, so we kind of need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
And I think with the indication of the bombshell being Team Extreme, if you're gonna think for a second that they're not getting involved,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. What I think is going to happen is that there's going to be some fuckery with like Team Extreme and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I would then want to build towards a cage match. That way, there's no fuckery, and I think you would get maximum interest in profitability. I mean, a Raven Jarrett cage match, given everything that's been going on,
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, I'll give you my $10 now. I'm giving you my $10 next week, no matter what, because I've been waiting for this match with Raven and Jarrett for several months now. So anything else on the card doesn't matter, because I would want to see Raven and Jarrett. So you're already getting my $10
For sure.
So knowing that fact, the TNA has to know that they're going to probably get a lot more buys than usual. I wonder what else they're going to be putting on that card.
I'm really curious as well. So I guess that's going to be pretty interesting. I would assume we're going to have Kid Kash versus Amazing Red going up with that title shot next week, right?
I mean, at some point, yeah. I would, I would probably want that show to be as strong as possible.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Because you're going to get the most eyes on it. I would have to think.
I think so as well.
So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Trinity and Kash again.
I would be down for a rematch, honestly. I don't think that would be a bad call.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm all about Trinity actually winning the title, even if it was for 1 or 2 weeks only. I think that the story kind of justifies it.
I think so too, and I agree. I think they could do it, and I think it'd be a smart move. Fans are behind them. Her, I should say. Yeah. I mean, them as the feud, but her is an individual, so I think it could definitely work.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The only thing we know of for next week is, in fact, Jarrett Raven, right? There's nothing else.
It is. We don't know anything else.
And nothing else was mentioned by Don or anything. He just repeatedly said Jarrett Raven next week.
Exactly.
So, yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that match. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint me, because I'll be very depressed.
Yeah, me too, man. So I'm looking forward to the show, and I hope you guys are as well, who are listening along and following along with us on this crazy journey through early TNA wrestling.
Yeah, you got anything else for this episode, Don?
I think that kind of covers it, man. We covered a lot of ground today. And what else is there to say besides how excited we are to finally get this title match?
Yeah, it's the most highly anticipated match in TNA history, and I don't think that's an overstatement at all.
No, definitely not.
So we're looking forward to next week. Hopefully you guys listening are as well. It's Raven and Jarrett next week. We can't wait for it. For Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.